You bet! Whatever your laundry needs may be, we're here to take care of them all.
Next customer, please. Right this way.
Wow! It looks completely new!
Of course. Rest assured, we get rid of any scum that makes its way in here.
There you are. Good morning.
Same to you. Things running smoothly?
Indeed. We've got it under control.
Thank you for the reassurance. Something sure smells good.
Oh, good morning. Just prepping things for lunchtime. It's always nice to see your smile. Looking forward to another great day.
Every person and slime is working very hard to keep Bamboo Forest flourishing. So as the manager, it's my job to provide a proper work environment worthy of their dedication. Hey, morning everyone! Another day, another chance to do our best.
Right!
What?
Allow me to explain again. The time you arrived today was perfect, so why not make it a routine for you?
Why so late, though? We haven't had a slow morning since we opened.
How busy we are has nothing to do with it, sir. This is about how you do all the preparation work when you get here before we open. You take work as a chance to train. And not just us. It's a good chance for you to train, too. You can learn to delegate and rely on others to handle things.
I was robbing my own staff of opportunities. Okay, I gotcha. From now on, I'll start coming in later.
Thank you, sir. Though there is one more suggestion I have.
I'm all ears.
In regard to a second shop, Hey,
what's all the hullabaloo?
Almost done tying. Then I'll tell you all about it, sir.
Those guys aren't customers of ours, are they?
They're nothing but a couple of crooks who came to the wrong shop to try and complain.
Huh? We heard a bunch of laughter, not anyone yelling or complaining.
Well...
Hey! Do you see how dirty this thing still is?
Mine's filthy too! This shop is a joke!
Whoa. The heck? Didn't I tell you to dirty these up so bad they'd be stained forever?
That's exactly what I did!
Idiots! We ain't no idiots!
I dare you to say it again!
Ah!
I'll go turn them into the guards.
and there you have it, boss.
Oh.
My goodness, what a nuisance. I guess they weren't listening when I said we get rid of any scum that makes its way in here.
Maybe I should give some more thought to beefing up security around here. Like the club adjourned?
I suppose.
Because I was just struck by a wave of inspiration. So I'm heading back to the mines. Okay, I'll have the sticky slimes make some hardening solution to start. Then I'll use a separation circle to remove moisture. Add another layer of hardening solution. Then blend it with a mixture circle. And remove moisture once again. The more I repeat this simple process, the more condensed the hardening solution will wind up being. Good, but it needs to be shaped into a sheet. Enhancement magic didn't even crack it, and it's clear enough that it should work just fine as a replacement for window glass. But the safety factor was the most important part. I'll rest easier knowing my staff and clients are better protected. Excellent work, but I'm going to need a whole lot more of these things. Yeah, that ought to be plenty. I should probably get some sleep, huh? Huh? Never seen that dark green slime before. Appraisal. Says you're a medicine slime. But I would have remembered making that contract. Did you evolve, maybe? A spear mastery skill set. I'd bet my shop you were a poison slime before. I wonder what you could have done to change into a medicine slime, though. Wait. I accidentally dropped a bottle of antidote yesterday. No one panic! It's gone. I assumed the cleaner slime soaked it up while I was in the other room, but I guess not. Was it a fluke? Nope, the others love it too! So turning into a medicine slime's just natural, with a steady diet of antidote. Will you show me what kinds you can make? If you don't mind, of course. Oh, quite a few, apparently. Let's appraise these. Ointment, hemostat, antidote, fast poison, slow poison, fast paralysis poison, slow paralysis poison, and antibacterial medicine. As extensive as it is impressive. I guess both medicines and poisons count as drug synthesis. But what's this antibacterial medicine? A fluid with strong antibacterial properties. Most effective when used to kill viruses and germs. However, it's harmless to humans. So it's a disinfectant. This'll definitely come in handy. I'll gradually make a difference with what power I have, one step at a time. I've also got to prove to the Jamil Ducal family that I'm okay on my own, so they don't worry about me. Oh, you know what? I haven't caught up with the gods in a minute. I've just been so busy with my research and my shop. I'll stop by the church tomorrow.
That kid's back at it, doing even more interesting things.
Hello, happy to... You're always on my mind, Mr. Ryoma. Every day.
Welcome. May I ask what brings you to our door today?
Prayer.
Ah, I see. Continue this way, please.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Huh? What gives? I was expecting to get sent to the god's realm like always, but no dice. This must be how most people feel when they pray in here. Ah, there we go. The usual big blank void. Was there a specific reason for the delay?
Just that I rarely use that power. Took me a minute to figure out how it works. Sorry.
Unless Gaiin Lulutia or Kufo got a makeover, this must be some other god. I'm very pleased to make your acquaintance. I live here now. In Gimel, I mean, not in your sacred realm. So I wanted to come and pay my respects.
I know. I'm Tekun, god of technology and craftsmanship. And just talk freely, kid. Formalities are pointless with me, so you can just drop them. If I wanted to, I could read every thought racing inside your head. I'm a smooth talker's worst nightmare. And besides, I don't like being formal. Now, sit your butt down.
Well, in that case, Ashi and... I made those. At least I think I did.
Well, they're actually copies of the ones you made. Hope you don't mind, but I wanted a better look at your work.
So then they're kind of like replicas.
The world you originally hail from is Earth, right?
Yes. One day, I was working for a company that completely took advantage of me. The next, I died in my sleep after an embarrassingly bad sneeze. Then, 3 gods who saw my fate decided to intercept my soul and reincarnate me into this world as a boy.
Yeah, I heard the whole thing. Well, your story's neat. You know what I find really fascinating? Talents and special techniques from another world.
I'm shocked figurine making counts.
A foreign culture using a unique crafting method absolutely counts. Did you miss when I said I'm the god of technology and craftsmanship? I can't get enough. I'm only a god of this world, though. So while I know all there is to know about the techniques of sailfall, it's just a drop in the ocean.
I had no clue your knowledge was limited to your own world, so no wonder you're intrigued. I would be, too.
Because you get it! What also makes your figures stand out to me is that they were obviously made with the utmost care. Though it doesn't appear to be your main craft, you did spend a significant amount of time honing it. Right, kid?
Creating things was a huge hobby of mine, yeah. And I actually did rake in a decent amount of money through sales and commissions back on Earth, which encouraged me to improve.
Normal. Great frame of mind to have, which is why you'd think all artisans would feel that way, but they don't. As a god of craftsmanship, I like people who care about doing a bang-up job.
I have no doubt. Just curious, but are you the only god who's gonna show up?
Uh-huh. See, everybody does their own thing and occupies their own area. What looks like a hollow white void to you is different for us gods, and what feels good to the god of beasts may feel off to the god of magic or the god of earth. But once they find their spot, they build what humans would call a home and live there.
Gods make homes? I never would have guessed it. This spot is where you live? table really ties it together.
Nah, I'm perfectly content being homeless. I'm just not meant to stay in one place for too long. Technologies and crafts exist every which way you turn, so I'm happiest traveling about as I please, learning as I go. But I can tell you, the place we're having this little chat is connected to Sailfall. If you're confused, it's probably because I'm not the best at explaining this stuff. I understand the fundamentals, but words are tough. Sorry, kid. Try Fair Nobilia. He'd break it down for you, no doubt about it.
Who's Fair Nobilia? I've never come across that name before.
Thought maybe you knew him for some reason. He's the god of magic and academics. Then again, he does close himself off in his realm, so it makes sense that you haven't met. As for what he does in that realm, your guess is as good as mine. But I'd be surprised if there's anything that he rarely speaks to anyone, even if his audience is a fellow god like yours truly. But hey, you never know, kid. You might luck out and meet him at least once in your life.
Sounds like there are lots of types of gods.
Sure are.
I think this means my prayer time is up.
There's still so much I wanted to talk about.
I'll come again.
That day can't get here soon enough.
Thank you for helping me.
It was my pleasure, but I should be thanking you. That was quite a donation.
Well, I wanted to give it. Paid my dues and respects, so now it's back to work. So, were you guys able to manage, even though I came in a little later than usual?
Everything's going great.
The new workers stepped up. They've got a fairly good grasp on their jobs now.
Always nice to hear. That's awesome.
Yes, but is that it? Surely there's something else you wish to discuss with all of us.
Yes, there is. And though it may seem a bit random, it's about our windows. Just think, if somebody wanted to break in, it would be a cinch for them, wouldn't it?
Were they armed with a hammer or axe, it would be pretty simple, yes.
We plan our security detail with that in mind.
I appreciate you for being so vigilant, but what if we made the windows harder to break? It'd make things more difficult for crooks, yet I'm thinking of replacing our glass window panes with these buttes. They're super durable.
It looks tough, but may I also test it out, manager?
Absolutely! Go for it! And there's no need to hold back since I have a couple of spares.
If I may, sir.
Here goes!
Impressive.
She hasn't made a single crack in it.
I take it you're the inventor of this new marvel?
That's correct.
I could see this being a very successful product should you market it.
Yeah, I don't doubt it for a second. It isn't my intent to sell these things, though. It's a little tricky to mass-produce them.
Oh, I see.
Sorry for assuming, sir.
All right, use your enhancement magic on it, Li-Ling.
If you insist. They really are super durable. Passed my Mega Punch test, at least. Intruders will be in for a big surprise if you put these on the first floor. Although, it'd be just as tough to break out as it is to break in, sir. If we get cornered, we won't have the option of escaping through a window.
Oh, yeah, that is a major disadvantage. I didn't even think of that.
But there's no denying take out some of the windows around the shop and put these in instead. Play strategically. We'll think like thieves and plan around possible break-in points.
Now there's an idea. Let's vote. All in favor of replacing some windows with tougher ones, say aye.
Aye!
It's settled. I'll start right away then.
Right away? What about your meeting with the Morgan Trading Company today? You have an appointment with Mr. Serge later.
Oh, I nearly forgot.
You can just leave the construction project to us.
Thanks for the help. It's in your hands.
Oh, manager, there's one last thing I'd like to address with you.
Okay.
What do you think about opening up a second shop in a neighboring town?
Honestly, I think it's still a bit too soon for that.
I disagree, sir. Since we now have more manpower, will you at least reconsider your decision?
We do have more workers. Sure, I'll think about it. I only just started living by myself here in Gimul. It feels way too early for me to set up a laundry service in a different town. Baby steps. For now, I'll prioritize building better relationships within Gimul.
Welcome, Mr. Ryoma. It's good to see you.
Likewise, Mr. Serge. Believe it or not, I came here as a shopper today.
I'm at your service. What exactly is it you need?
Containers to store medicine. Do you sell large quantities of bottles?
You're buying in bulk? There.
As I'm sure you figured out by now, adventurers are prone to injury, so I want to stockpile some remedies. Hence my quest for bottles.
Nothing wrong with that. But if the only thing on your shopping list today is a large amount of bottles, I suggest you register as a chemist at the Merchants Guild. Once you do, you'll be able to purchase them at a discount from the wholesaler through the guild, you see?
What an interesting new hobby. So you want to use these bottles to store medicine, do you, boy?
That's the plan. Mr. Serge said registering as a chemist would get me the best deal.
I imagine it would, yes. But have you the talent it takes to qualify?
I'd like to think so. This one is an antidote, and this is a disinfectant.
Aha! You're a pretty good kid. These check out. If you can crank out medicine like this on the regular, perhaps you can live as a chemist as well.
Good to know, but I think I'll pass for now.
Yes, your current career path should be leading you straight to the doorstep of your second laundry store.
Huh?
Should it not?
Well, funny you should mention it since one of my staff members was just saying the exact same thing. But isn't it still too soon for that?
And who's the judge of that? Because if you ask me, I think you would do just fine with another shop.
You do, huh?
Oh, are you perhaps hesitating because you don't have the necessary funds? Selling your medicines could be a nice side business to your whole stock.
What? All of them?
Just goes to show how high my hopes are for you, boy.
I'll do it someday, but doing it now doesn't feel right. A Lemoorbird! Must be a letter from Elia!
Dear Mr. Ryoma, thank you for your thoughtful letter. Things are finally settling down after my long journey home, so I wanted to take this chance to write you back. My family is as happy and healthy as ever. You'll be glad to know the slimes you graciously lent to me are also doing well. I'm delighted you're working just as hard as you were when I left, and I'm motivated to do my best too because of it.
But am I really giving it my best?
What do you think about opening up a second shop in a neighboring town?
And who's the judge of that? Because if you ask me, I think you would do just fine with another shop.
A second shop? Elia! Thanks for giving me the push I needed!
Dear Lady Eliaria Jamil, I'll trash this place, and you folks can't stop me! Oh yeah? No, I've been thwarted! You're probably wondering why I'd be doing this. Best to take long stories from the top.
I never dreamed of using slimes in this way. I'm simply astonished at how insightful this visit turned out to be.
Well, it's quite an honor for the head of the local Tamers Guild to stop by in person. So really, the pleasure was all mine.
I hope you'll continue to prove a creature's strength is not the sole indicator when it comes to a tamer's worth. Can't wait to see what other uses for slimes you think up.
Thanks, Mr. Taylor. To live up to his expectations, I need to start a new branch.
What kind of racket are you people running here? How exactly do you intend to make up for this, huh? You owe me!
Excuse me, sir, but is there a problem here?
Stay out of this, kid. Run home to Mommy.
Afraid I have to insist, as the manager of this establishment.
You're the one who runs this joint? Well, your laundry service ruined my shirt. Can't you explain how that happened? Know who's paying for this? Not me!
I'll better assist you once I take a look. That tear seems like it was made with a knife, then forcefully ripped apart. I hate to say it, but it's clear your story doesn't track, sir. You made it up.
Are you calling me a liar? You haven't said so much as sorry, and now you're blaming the customer? This business is plain terrible!
I'll prove we're not at fault. Come on out, guys. Pardon, may I please borrow somebody's laundry to demonstrate? Though technically our slimes do eat grime and gunk off clothes, they don't have actual teeth. They don't have claws either, for that matter. They're simply incapable of tearing garments apart. So I'm positive our service wasn't responsible for damaging your shirt like you claim. It seems you're trying to defraud our shop, and rest assured the authorities are gonna hear every word.
Now you're gonna pay!
it this one bit. It's the second time in just a matter of days that someone's fraudulently attacked us, yet I can't grasp what motive they have.
Probably to tarnish our reputation.
Yes, but who would benefit from our failure? Bamboo Forest is the only laundry service in town, therefore we have no competitors. I'll have Callum investigate this. Give him a day or two. See what he can dig up.
Yes, please do.
Well, if it isn't Ryoma.
Hello, Mr. Asagi. Taking a day off?
I am. And what of you?
Just got done at the shop and headed home.
Working hard is always key, but so is allowing ourselves a moment to breathe.
That looks pretty new.
Good eye. Much like us, my blades get worn out after too much use. Can't stay sharp with a dull sword, so I replace mine once a year.
Where'd you get that one, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, are you asking because you're looking for an art piece to mount on a wall? Or are you perhaps in the market for a new weapon?
The weapon option.
There are a few shops in the royal capital that sell decent swords, but if you're like me and replace them when they begin to dull, it could start getting rather expensive.
Your katanas are from the capital?
I am fortunate in that my hometown sends me a replacement blade when I need one. I receive this kind of support as a special exception since I'm still in training.
Wow, that's really nice.
If you're specifically seeking a katana, I imagine an instructor taught you how to wield one. That connection will probably get you the most affordable price.
My late grandfather forged and fought with katanas. I learned from him. That'll be my cover story.
Apologies. Buying expensive blades may be your only course of action, apart from using other weapons. Sorry I couldn't be of more help to you.
Actually, you were very helpful. I wonder if I can forge my own katanas. Modern ones are made from tamahagane steel. Getting a hold of charcoal won't be the slightest issue. As for the iron sand also found in tamahagane, I can make my own using alchemy thanks to the resources in these mines. I have the knowledge to create a sword, but that's it. I lack the skill to do it well. No point in making a weapon I can't wield effectively. Item box! Should be somewhere. Aha! I knew it'd be a good idea to take that thug spear. Shouldn't have messed with me. It handles better than I thought it would. Though I'd prefer a katana. A spear will work for now. The real katana swordsmith was my earthly dad. His lessons are the only reason I have a clue about forging them, but he ultimately decided I lacked any real talent and gave up on me. He had me focus on learning martial arts instead, with an emphasis on hand-to-hand combat. Still, he taught me how to use most every weapon imaginable. That included spears. I think this thing is magical if I remember right. Whoa, pretty cool! But that blast was at such a low level, I might as well cast my own magic. It's late. I should eat and head to bed.
Here's what our search turned up.
A factional dispute?
Yes, that appears to be the link. The current head of Gimo's Tamers Guild is in a rather delicate bind.
One of the factions wants to ruin Mr. Taylor's rep just because they don't see eye to eye on the same values?
The majority of tamers favor strength, but Mr. Taylor believes it's more important to wisely coexist with monsters.
So to make him even less popular, they're spreading rumors to defame him.
Right. Recently, they've accused him of coddling a useless rookie, one who can only capture weak slimes.
I guess this useless rookie would be me.
Which brings us to the attacks, or the laughable attempts to sully the good name of a business Mr. Taylor's recently championed.
How about we get a new rumor going then? But instead of lying, we'll actually tell everybody the truth.
I could see that plan going off without a hitch if we use the Merchants Guild, since many members have an ear for that sort of thing.
Though I specialize in slimes, I did tame 6 Lemur birds at the Growlfrog outbreak. Not many folks know that. And once that story starts to get around, it'll make Mr. Taylor look good by proving he has an eye for talent, yeah?
Yes, that could work. Most everyone knows how difficult it is to tame Lemur birds. That alone should cast plenty of doubt on the people speaking ill of you.
Then let's spread some rumors.
Nice work, everyone! Wow, pretty slick. You've got a slimy gift.
Another job well done. Why don't we go ahead and wrap up for the day?
Sure.
If it's okay, I'd like to stay a little bit longer so I can learn more about the differences between each slime.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, but don't push yourselves too hard.
Learning our employees' capabilities is just another part of the job for managers.
And I, for one, find the method that you use to profit off your slimes far more entertaining than bothersome.
Mr. Culkin, Mr. Tony, and Miss Lobelia were introduced to me through my friend and fellow adventurer, Mr. Jeff. All three are tamers, slime researchers, and future bamboo forest managers. And remember, don't hesitate to tell me any issues you may have. I want you to enjoy it here.
And believe me, we do.
The laboratory was nothing but despair and disappointment. This is heaven in comparison.
Ugh, despair? It was really that bad?
You have no idea how awful working at a slime research lab is.
You only get sent to one if you've fallen out of favor, and once you're there, you're treated like a worthless pest.
Our pay was cut for the pettiest things, and we were told to quit if we didn't like it.
Another instance of an exploitative workplace. What was one of the reasons they cut your pay?
Not being able to produce results in our research was the most common excuse.
Try explaining what we do to the higher-ups, though. Slime study is a gradual process that doesn't happen overnight, but do they care?
There are so many different types, yet so little is known about their species as a whole.
How could we hope to learn how they evolve?
Huh? It seems like their evolution process is totally random. We'd run tests, but where to start?
No tests meant no results, and no results meant no respect, and that meant no job.
Sadly, it's not all that unusual for folks like us to go from slimes to slums.
What all did you feed the slimes that you studied?
Scraps left over from what we fed the other animals.
They aren't picky. They eat whatever you put in front of them.
What's wrong? Did you get a headache all of a sudden?
Secondhand frustration. Because the factor that affects how slimes evolve, it's the things they eat. So the reason you guys kept getting mixed results is because they had such a mixed diet.
Wait, are you positive? The prevailing theory for years has been that food and evolution aren't related.
I spent 3 years studying my own theory, so I'm pretty certain I'm right.
Had I been aware of that fact, I could have continued my research, but now all I have is regret.
Hey, we're going to continue your research here. Cheer up, Mr. Culkin.
Right, dry your eyes and let's prove to the world how useful slimes can be.
Yeah, there's no time for self-pity.
Manager, please feel free to teach us anything and everything else you know about slimes that we don't.
If you have any insight on taming big slimes, I'm all ears. I figured it was impossible, but is it?
It's possible, but I don't want to deal another blow to their pride. Let's start with smaller slimes and then work our way up.
Yes, our minds are yours for the molding.
This might take a minute, but I gotta admire how passionate they are. That's a great sign in my eyes.
What should we feed them?
How about barbecue or fried chicken?
Why are you all standing back there? It makes me look gigantic.
I lost track of the time. 2, no, 3 of them.
He's over here!
How do they know where I'm going? Teleport!
Where'd their front go?
Did we lose him? Focus. He's up there! You damn brat!
Teleport. You won't be able to move at all for a good while.
Wait, did you poison these things?
The real question is, why were you chasing me?
Kid, all you need to know is you're gonna be sorry. I'll forgive you if the price is right and you give up your Lemur birds, though. That thing is really hot!
That's a pretty cocky attitude for someone in your position. I eventually noticed your trick. You were using your tamed monster to follow my every move. Then I realized I could use my monsters as well.
This way!
Guildmaster, what are you doing here?
Figured that Lemur bird was leading these guys to some action.
You figured right. I had him call for the guards, but thanks for taking the initiative too.
Sure, but listen, do you have some time tomorrow?
that's everything that went down last night. I'm not trying to scare you, I just want you all to be aware since there's a chance you could be attacked next. Try to finish your work before the sun goes down. Mr. Fei and Miss Li Ling, we might need you two to take on more guard duty. I also intend to address this alarming matter with the guildmasters when I meet up with them later today.
I'll be in attendance for that meeting as well.
That's all from me. Thanks for your time, everyone.
Of course.
No beating around the bush. Ryoma, I'm gonna need you to buckle down and play a little defense.
Okay, but what do you mean by that?
The rumor mill has been quite active lately. We took it upon ourselves to investigate.
And we can say with absolute confidence someone sent those thugs after you.
Just put your energy into protecting yourself and your shop, and leave the mastermind behind this to us.
Fair enough. That said, the shop needs to be perfectly secure.
It will be. Jeff recommended a trustworthy fellow to help with that, actually.
What about a bodyguard for you personally?
I can handle myself just fine.
You know, if you're a skilled enough fighter, there's a nifty trick that makes people think twice about attacking you.
Like what?
Run! We don't stand a chance! Ah!
Hey, wait! I surrender! I surrender!
Look, I really am sorry. I hope you understand that. Been a while since I had to take out so many. Oh, hey, great timing, guys.
These the crooks of the day?
Yeah, sorry to cause trouble. Dimension home. It's 1,000 suit for one high heel. Since I used 72 heels, that's a grand total of 72,000 suit. But I'll cut you a deal. 70,000 will do.
That is quite a price tag.
It's like a new type of self-defense.
Bet it'll keep lowlifes away once everyone and their grandma hears that whoever attacks him gets beat to a pulp and charged for healing.
I put Master Glicella's idea into practice, though I hesitated at first on account of how harsh it is.
Here's today's fee, paid in full.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
We appreciate you. It'll take a while, but these thugs will work to pay back every last bit. And believe it or not, a lot of them get rehabilitated through the labor, or at least pick up legitimate skills for when their sentence is over.
That makes me feel a little bit better about it. All right, let the training session begin. I am a thuggish adventurer, and I came to cause problems. Mr. Dulce! Oh no, I'm scared. Okay, I think we're good. Training session complete. How did that go, Mr. Dulce?
It was easy to respond in a timely manner. I greatly approve.
Then I approve too. We've got ourselves a plan. Mr. Dulce is a bodyguard, and yet another newcomer, introduced to us through Mr. Jeff. He's observably antisocial, but very earnest and reliable.
That exercise work up an appetite?
Huh? This bread feels a bit fluffier than usual.
We used the natural yeast that you taught us about. It's nice to know that you could tell the difference. These sausages are delicious too! The nearby butcher gave us those. He said it was a gift to celebrate the manager's taming of the lemur birds.
The new rumors are spreading like wildfire. Excellent work, Mr. Callum.
Good food tastes even better in good company, especially when Miss Selma makes it.
I wonder if the charcoal the manager gave me helped.
This is great. Everything's quite delicious.
My word! That's the first comment about my cooking Mr. Dulce's ever made.
This security training brought us an unexpected yet very welcome benefit, Elia. The employees are communicating with each other more. If this keeps up, I should be able to open a new branch soon.
Manager?
What's up?
If you have a moment to spare, could we look these over?
Something about the balance?
Just that our sales are growing at a steady pace.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't simply want to talk numbers with you. Did you know the prospective managers have the basics of bookkeeping mastered? Or that Miss Maria learned the fundamentals of taming magic, all thanks to Miss Lobelia's guidance, of course.
Every single person I've employed is working harder than I anticipated. I'm surrounded by people who expect great things from me, and those high hopes are leading to these high numbers. Looks like the signs are saying yes. Let's open a second branch.
I'm with you all the way, sir.
Miss Glicella?
I had a feeling I'd be seeing your bright eyes in my doorway. Rumor has it that you're no longer at risk of being randomly attacked. Came to figure out the best place to put your second branch, right?
You read me like an open book. It's Romelia! Dear Mr. Ryoma, I'm sure you're hard at work building your shop's spotless reputation and studying your slimes. I'm studying quite a bit myself these days to prepare for school in the royal capital. In addition to academics, I'm also brushing up on my magic. Whenever my training wears on me, I take a break by playing with the bubbly water magic you taught me. I hope you're remembering to take breaks every now and then, too.
Actually, it might be a minute before I can take my next break, Elia. Wish me luck, everyone.
Good luck and safe travels.
Here I go, off to a new town to build my next shop. Dear Lady Eliaria Jamil, how are you doing? I said goodbye to Gimel for now, and I'm currently on a solo journey to Lenef, but I'm not worried one bit. I'm actually more excited than anything since I'll be opening up my second shop there.
Wow, he's starting a second shop? That was pretty quick, huh? He's so impressive.
The new town's not much farther. I wonder what kind of people I'll meet there. I can't wait to find out and tell you all about it, Elia. So this is Lenef. It may not be as big as Gimel, but it sure is lively. Alright, what's the address? Master Glisella told me my first move should be to speak with Lenef's very own Mr. Pyotr Sayonji. Just gotta navigate the town. So this is Mr. Pyoto's place. Sayonji Trading Company. It's huge.
Don't be shy.
They seem really busy. Should I just leave, or something tells me I should since I'm only going to be a bother. Man, this stinks. But that's how it goes.
Welcome, young man. Are you perhaps looking for something in particular?
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm here for a meeting, not to shop. It's with Mr. Pyotr Sayonji.
You'd rather see my dad than have a shopping spree?
Your dad?
Excuse me. My father's what brings you here?
I guess so.
How goes it, kiddo?
Oh, hey there, Dad.
You must be Mr. Pyotr.
What's this, Miami? Is he hitting on you?
I don't know why your mind even went there!
He's really not flirting with you? Oh, what a shame.
Only shameful thing here is your behavior. Well, anyway, the one he's actually interested in talking to is you.
Oh, is that right?
Very nice to meet you. My name is Ryoma Takebayashi, sir. I hail from the mining town of Gimel. The master of their merchant guild highly recommended you.
I gotcha. So you're that Ryoma kid. As you already figured out, I'm Pyotr Sayonji. Not sure if you're aware, but your reputation kind of precedes you. Glisella immediately had my attention when she said you own a laundry service that uses slimes. Then, she mentioned what brings you to Lenef. If you want to open a second branch here, gotta go to the guild and sift through mountains of paperwork before anything else can be done, I'm afraid. But you got nothing to worry about, because I've got you covered from start to finish, kid.
I appreciate it, sir.
Huh?
What's with the face, Miyabi?
It's just that, well, do you mean a second branch of a business? This kid? Seriously? Hard to believe he's a shop owner when he doesn't seem much older than me.
Well, he isn't older than you. Ryoma is only 11, so he's actually 1 year younger.
He's just 11?
Don't be so surprised, sweetie. Look how uncomfortable he is.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make it awkward.
Let's just take this whole introduction from the top. I'm Miyabi Sayanji, and I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
Likewise. I look forward to working with both of you in this town.
Speaking of names, the name Miyabi came from the daughter of our ancestor who founded the business. Kinda hoped I'd get a share of his good luck if I called her that.
I mean, you never know.
Why are you telling him her life story, Dad?
It's okay. I'll bet the name reminded you of all the things she'd achieved, right?
Not even close. I suppose you could say that the founder's daughter was like the poster girl for living a regular, happy life.
I get it now. Obviously, you wanted your daughter to live a nice, happy life like her, right?
Nah. I mean, everybody wants that stuff for their kiddos. It's more like I wanted to bring myself some of that good luck.
You want to hog all the luck for yourself. Sorry, don't know what came over me.
Hard feelings. Pretty sure I deserve to be sassed back for that. Wouldn't you agree, Miyabi?
Absolutely. Stop goofing off! You said there's a bunch he has to do back at the guild. Quit wasting time and go take him there.
Will do. I told you there was a mountain of paperwork waiting for you, but it's actually going to be more like a hill.
Huh?
Because Glisella asked me to handle everything before you got into town. So I've already got most of the complicated stuff taken care of for you. No need to worry about things like where you're going to set up shop. All that's left is for you to take a look through some documents and sign on the dotted line if you approve. That's literally it.
I appreciate that you turned that big mountain of paperwork into a hill, but why?
I'm attached to my head, and Glisella would have bitten it clean off if I hadn't done it, so... Looky here. Our guild's right up there. Come on, kid, let's get this over with.
Okay. Huh? That building is the Merchants Guild? The inside is impressive too.
Do you like what you see? It looks the way it does for a reason. Served as a fortress a long time ago.
You're kidding me. Someone thought, hey, let's turn this fortress into a Merchants Guild?
Don't be silly. We use this place for several guilds. So we have the adventurers, dragoons, and craftsmen. And of course the merchants assemble here as well. It's a fortress after all, so it's fitting to have 4.
You said dragoon? What is that?
Oh yeah, I guess you wouldn't be in the know. Take a look out that window there.
Those things are enormous! Never seen so many big monsters before. At least not all in the same place.
Their size is kind of essential. Bigger they are, more goods they carry. And apart from transporting people, that's what the dragoons use them for.
The monsters work for the guild?
The fastest means of travel is by way of flying monsters, hands down. But those critters are what you'd call high maintenance and need a certain amount of space and amenities. When you think about it from that perspective, a fortress is an ideal facility to care for them.
Makes sense, yeah. Why share the needed space and amenities with the other guilds, though?
The guilds of Lenif are a team, that's why. Members of the Adventurers Guild gather raw materials which members of the Craftsmen's Guild transform into goods. Then it's the Merchant Guild's job to turn a profit on those goods while the Dragoons Guild is in charge of transporting them. That special system is how Lenif managed to expand over the years.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's one word for it. Want to know something even more amazing? This whole thing was thought up by one guy, and also that man was like the trunk of my family tree. Know what else? He dubbed this concept the airport, and it's stuck ever since. Neat, huh? Such a clever idea for a name.
He sounds like a genius.
Boy, was he!
Or he was somebody who'd heard the term before, on Earth. I was suspicious the instant I learned his family name was Sayanji, but the airport thing seals it. Mr. Kyoto's ancestor was a transfer like me, and he definitely left his mark on this world.
Thanks for waiting. No worries. Ryoma?
Right. I can't express how grateful I am that you set all this up for me from the get-go. Opening my shop should be a walk in the park now.
Wasn't any sweat off my back, so don't worry about it, kid. I mean, after all, not like Glisella supports just anyone, yeah? I reckon my hopes for you should be just as high as hers are. And this is a favor I intend to cash in on one day down the road. You get me?
Loud and clear.
Good deal. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. For now, though, let's go check out your new place.
Let's. This is it?
It sure is. Looks pretty spiffy, huh? And best of all, it's right across the street from my place, so if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
What a great location. Feel like all I've done since I met you is thank you, but I truly appreciate the help you've given me.
Didn't I say not to worry about thanks? I'm a businessman, Ryoma. I'll always answer when opportunity knocks, even if it just results in an IOU at the start. Well, you didn't come all this way just to hear about me. Why are we out here just standing in the street? Let's go inside and scope out your store. Come on.
Hey, I can walk.
The first floor is the shop area, while the second floor has rooms for meetings and whatnot. The previous owner's house is on the premises too, so I guess you can use that as a dormitory for the employees, if you want.
Wonderful. As soon as I build the furniture to fill this place up with, we should be ready for business, I think. I'll contact Gimel immediately so my people know we're good to go. Here, Dry.
Oh, nice looking Lemur bird.
Thanks. I tamed a few recently.
Oh yeah, Glisella mentioned that you were a tamer. So on top of your business skills, you're able to tame Lemur birds too.
Get there safe and sound, okay?
Well done. Now we just have to wait for your employees to make the journey here. By the way, you booking in for the night yet? That a no? If so, my doors are open to you. Won't charge any money either. Can't do better than free, so what do you say?
Only if you're sure.
I am. Easy call. I'll see to it you're fed too.
You will?
Be honest, kid. You haven't put a single decent meal in your belly since you left Gimel, right?
You guessed it. One fun fact I learned on my journey here was just how gross travel food can be.
Talented as you are, you're still a newbie adventurer, so you might not have realized that the rations they sold you were made to be cheap and durable, not tasty. Chin up, though. Tonight I'm gonna serve you a dinner that's so delicious and rare, it'll just wipe away that memory. Awful tastes and all.
You sound pretty confident, but what makes it so rare?
Ooh, guess what I heard? Go on. Guess!
Yeah, I know I should be working hard, but I'll do that later, okay?
Miso soup, cooked fish, and white rice?
Then you've had these before? Here I was thinking I'd surprise you, but of course you're ahead of the game, huh?
No, I'm totally surprised, sir. Did you happen to get this miso from somewhere nearby?
Yep, things like miso, mirin, vinegar, and soy sauce are all local commodities.
Did you say soy sauce?
Please calm down, Mr. Ryoma.
I'm sorry for yelling like that.
If you're that interested, I'll pack some up for you before you leave.
Are you serious? Can you spare some?
Yes, we can. Now stop with the chit-chat. It's dinner time, so hurry up and eat this yummy food before it gets cold. Plus, you've been talking all day. There's a time to dish and a time to dine.
Fair enough. It's delicious. So many memories.
Did you live in Dragon New Village or something? I don't see how else you'd be so nostalgic about these flavors unless you did.
My grandma would make this stuff for me when I was really little. That's how.
What'd you get so flustered for? No shame in enjoying what you like. It's endearing, honestly. And besides, I'm glad you have a cute side.
Huh?
It's way more fitting for someone your age to act insecure and cute. As impressive as your accomplishments are, at the end of the day, you're still just a kid.
I'm not all that impressive, though. I'm lucky more than anything, I think. I kept meeting the right people at the right time. That's the real secret to my success.
Well, I beg to differ. Having such a mature outlook at such a young age is impressive in itself. If only Miyabi would take a couple pages out of your book.
Not some kind of problem, Dad.
That mouth. Why can't you use the same polite tone Ryoma does when he speaks to me, huh? An attitude like that's not gonna cut it at the Royal Capital's Academy. Needless to say, I'm a little concerned for her.
Wait a second. You want to study at the academy?
Yeah, great way to make good connections as a future business person. But I doubt I'd be treated well with how strict they are. So, I'd honestly rather not go.
Gosh, you're that reluctant?
So what are your plans from tomorrow onward, Ryoma?
The shop's completely empty, so there's lots to do in preparation. And until my staff arrives, I'll probably look for some work as an adventurer to try and keep myself busy.
Wait, you're telling me you're an adventurer too?
That's right. But I'm just rank E, which is pretty low.
Uh-oh. Rank E is actually impressive when you take your age into account, but...
Did I say something wrong?
It isn't you. There just aren't many E-ranked jobs, at least not at the moment.
Why?
There's this strong monster prowling the outskirts of town. As of now, no one's able to assign quick jobs to Darnum Linif because of the danger that thing poses.
It's bad for the Merchants Guild, too. Ugly brutes disrupting traffic on our main roads.
What kind of beast is it?
It's a smash boar, and it's rank D.
It sounds kind of familiar. Where did I hear the term smash boar before? Oh yeah, from the gods. Gain and the others told me about it. For my backstory, we used names that belonged to a deceased couple as my grandparents, with their spirit's blessing, of course. But I ended up getting more than a backstory. They also said I could have a few heirlooms they'd hidden in their village, which was inside the great forest of Schluss. And if the stories are true, it's one of the most dangerous places in Sailfall because it's filled with all kinds of fierce creatures. But before I went, the gods suggested I fight a few monsters similar to the ones found in the Great Forest to prepare. And one monster I distinctly remember them mentioning was a smash boar.
Mr. Ryoma?
Is everything okay? You got this blank look in your eyes.
Oh, I'm fine. Just lost in my thoughts, because believe it or not, I've always wanted to take down a smash boar.
Huh? What an amazing coincidence, kid! You can slay that beast for us and then scratch it off your wish list. Its meat also sells quite well, so be sure to bring its money-making carcass back to me when you're done, okay?
Dad? Did you forget something? Mr. Ryoma's a rank E adventurer. Could you live with yourself if he got injured or worse?
Well, that's why it was a joke, obviously. Don't get upset over such a minor thing. You know stress is bad for the skin, right, Sweet Bean?
Don't lecture me when you call joking about someone's life minor. There's some things one should never joke about. What part was supposed to be funny?
Little help, Ryoma? Anytime.
Well,
I have to stay at work today. Sorry I can't escort you around again. Miyabi has no such obligation, though, so she'll be watching out for you in my place.
You can count on me.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you're the one calling the shots. What's on today's agenda?
Not too much. Buying lumber is my top priority, so I can make furniture for the shop.
And that's exactly what we'll do. Just leave it to me.
Ooh, sounds like he's hard at work. Knock, knock. How's it going, Ryoma? Had a little time to spare, so I thought I'd say hi. I'm so confused. What's going on? Talk slow and use small words.
I would if I could, but I'm lost too. Care to explain? What are we seeing right now?
Those are slimes, of course.
No.
Anyone with eyes could tell those things are slimes.
Obviously. I meant how are they able to use tools?
Because I taught them how and they learned. And that's a wrap. For now, at least. I want to check out the Adventurers Guild before the day's done.
Oh, gotcha.
Safe travels to you, then.
Thanks.
Keep your guard up! The Smash Boar's still out there roaming free! Run away if you see it, okay?
We'll see what happens. Not like I'm out hunting the Smash Boar, but I'll defend myself if it attacks me. Never mind what rank it is. Speaking of ranks, Miss Miyabi was right about the local rank E jobs. There was hardly anything. I was lucky I found even one. And it's an easy-peasy herb gathering request. You guys are right. Whining about problems won't fix them. Happy thoughts. If our spirits are up, our production will be too. Now, let's go find some herbs. There. This stash should be enough. We may have gone above and beyond, guys. Wow! Elia wrote back already?
Dear Mr. Ryoma, first, thank you for continuing to write. Second, congratulations on starting your new shop. I was elated upon reading the news. I rushed to tell my entire family all about it. They are as happy as I am to hear your laundry business is proving to be so successful. I hope you are pleased with your achievements, too. Your efficiency truly is impressive. It is my sincere wish that this is only the beginning for Bamboo Forest Laundry. And... maybe one day, if it's convenient, you'll open a branch in the royal capital as well. We would be able to have our reunion much sooner if you do. One last thing. I'm sure you have a lot going on with the growth of your business and exploring Lenef, but please keep your health in mind. Though working is good, overworking is not.
Very true. I'll be careful, Elia. That's one thing you can count on.
go with this thing. Its hide is too thick.
Run away, kid!
Don't dilly-dally! You two keep running and I'll take the boar.
Thanks.
Yeah, seriously, you just saved their lives. Of course. Are both of you okay for the most part?
Uh-huh. Made it out with just a few scratches because you stepped in.
But we're a party of 3, and our third was severely injured. So I promise we'll repay your good deed. But right now, we really need to focus on helping her.
In that case, maybe I should tag along? Healing magic is kind of a specialty of mine.
You're a healer, too?
Wow, meeting you was an amazing stroke of luck. Leaving your big catch unattended won't do, though. You wait here, and we'll bring our friend over to you.
That works for me.
Be right back.
Okay. Dimension home. Go ahead and drain it dry, bloody buddy. Mr. Piotto seemed pretty earnest when he mentioned how well the meat sells. While I'm at it, I should have the healing slime ready for their friend. Huh? You did that so fast! And this thing's size is nothing to sneeze at. You're A-positively awesome, slime. Looks to me like the boar rammed into her head on. Apart from these bad bruises, she has a few broken bones. But I should be able to patch her up good as new.
Thank you. Gosh, you sure managed to tame an impressive slime. It's amazing. Guess I owe both of you my life, huh?
We're more than happy to help.
Here, a token of our gratitude. I know it's not enough, but it's all we've got on hand.
Well, at least for now. We have a job to cash in back at the guild. We were collecting herbs when that boar came charging at us from out of nowhere. We didn't lose anything we gathered, though.
Which means our herb collecting money is all yours. Or I'll just take whatever's in this pouch and we'll call it even.
Really? That's all you want for saving our lives?
Maybe the rest of your payment could be as a favor. It works out, actually. I can't haul this on my own. Will you help me carry it into town?
Yeah, we'll gladly lend a hand.
Just tell us where to drop it off.
There's one other thing, if that's okay. I also saw the job back at the guild hall asking for herbs. Before the Smash Boar attacked, that's what I was out here doing, so it'd be very helpful if you 3 could act as my witnesses and tell the guild officials I didn't purposely hunt it down.
Wait, if you were out doing the same job as us, then are you E-rank too?
Yep, guess we skipped intros. But my name's Ryoma Takebayashi.
And my name is Philly. The cute one over here in the blue is Lurie. And his name is Ken.
Pleasure to meet you all.
You know, ranks aside, Smash Boars are quite dangerous, yet you handled that one with ease.
I wouldn't say with ease. I'm pretty sure it was just a lucky punch.
What? You really killed the Smash Boar? You heard me when I said I was just kidding about that, right?
Mr. Ryoma, explain what I'm seeing. A Smash Boar's carcass.
Don't you be smart with me right now. Why am I seeing you beside a Smash Boar's carcass when we both agreed you wouldn't go after it, huh? Run away if you see it, okay? Ring any bells for ya?
Excuse me.
No, you're not excused. We're busy if you haven't noticed.
I'm on orders from the Adventurers Guild. There were rumors that someone carried a Smash Board into the building, so they sent me to check on it.
Yeah, there's no hiding that hide.
But no one's claimed a bounty. As a measure to keep the lower ranks safe, hunting without a licensed job is prohibited. Do you mind telling me what happened?
We'd know by now if you hadn't interrupted. All right, enough stalling. Explain yourself.
Well, guys, will you fill them in, please? Glad I thought to ask them to testify. Really glad.
Saving their lives, huh?
All things considered, yeah, I guess that's a good excuse.
It certainly is. Means no regulations were violated. Please take the tusk of the Smashboard back to the guild as proof that it's been slain, so you can receive your bounty in full.
I'm sorry if I caused any trouble.
No trouble at all. Now I can leave you folks in peace.
The three of us should take our leave as well, unless there's another favor you'd like to cash in.
No, you guys did more than enough.
It was our pleasure.
Anywho, now that the excitement's died down, let's get into the wet work.
Right.
To confirm, you are willing to sell 100% of the meat to the Cyanogen company, yeah?
Almost. It'd be nice if you could cut a few pieces for me as well.
Wouldn't want to not be nice.
What the?
Something wrong?
Look at this slab of meat. There's not a drop of blood to be found.
A boar without blood?
Oh, yeah. I drained all of it before I got here.
How did you pull off a trick like that? What, is butchering another one of your hobbies?
Believe it or not, it was a slime. One that feeds exclusively on the blood of animals. Pretty neat, isn't it?
Never realized how many different slimes there are.
Neither did I! Ryoma, please consider selling me this astounding slime.
What?
Look at this meat, look! Because of your wondrous blood-sucking companion, this is top-shelf stuff! Now it's super high quality, and super high quality justifies super high prices! So please, sell me the slime!
Well, you'll run into all kinds of issues without a tamer around to control it. And, sorry, but I'm not gonna part with the only bloody slime I have.
Just slice it in two and give me one of the halves.
I'm okay.
Can you not be weird for like 5 minutes, Dad? I don't even know how embarrassing you are.
I was joking. Calm down.
I saw that look on your face and it was no joke.
Hey, I'm back from the guild.
Oh, welcome back, Mr. Ryoma.
So?
How did it go?
I got paid for the Smashboard, just like you said. And of course my herb collection. So I left with rewards for 2 gigs.
You made out like a bandit by selling the meat last night, too. Business is really booming.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Hey there, Ryoma. Your timing's excellent, kid. There's something I'd like to ask you.
Go for it.
Ever get tired of eating the same things? Well, I do, so I thought I'd spice it up. I asked our cooks to invent something new using the smashed boar meat. But the dishes they came up with are really boring. They kind of just keep adding salt. My question, Ryoma, is simple. If you have an idea, will you cook us a special meal?
Ladies and gentlemen, my dad.
It looks exactly like pork, so it should taste similar. In which case, I think I have a decent recipe for this.
Yay, knew you would. Any ingredient we have is yours to use. Just don't forget to make enough for me.
Why do I feel like we're constantly taking advantage of him? I can help with this one at least.
That would be great. Ingredients are selected. Broth is bubbling. Let's get cooking. Ready, Miss Miyabi?
Just tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Then start by grating the ginger there.
Sure, on it.
It's funny. Though they may have different names, a lot of Sailfall's veggies are similar to the ones found on Earth. That's why I'm pretty confident recipes from there will taste just as good if I try to recreate them here.
The smell alone is making my mouth water.
Yes, indeedy. I can hardly wait. Looks great. These dishes of yours have names?
Ginger pork, oh, excuse me. Ginger smash boar and boar soup are what they're called. Dig in while they're still hot.
Okay. Thank you! Only word I have for that is yum!
Such an exquisite balance of seasonings. Don't think I could even dream up a combo this good. That's tasty too. Meat blending together with all of the veggies in nutritious harmony. Bet we'd sell more miso and soy sauce if word about these recipes spread.
You hunt, you clean, and you cook delectable food.
It's been so long since I made ginger pork. I'm glad it turned out right.
Get it while you can! Your taste buds will thank you later!
Smells like pork.
Come try our latest dish, smashed boar with ginger, a bold new taste for daring individuals. So bust out of your bubble and buy up!
Mr. Piotto is quick, but that's a merchant for you. And time is money, after all.
Wait, you all came to the second shop?
Hi, my pretties. Carry my feelings to Mr. Ryoma. I think I've got all the big things I need. Time to tackle the smaller stuff now. Miss Carla!
Manager!
Thanks a lot for making such a long trip.
I take it this building is our new store?
Once I sort out some finer details, we'll be good to go.
Behold, our new research institution.
I'm so ready for this.
And I see plenty of other businesses here. Great for attracting customers.
Yeah, we really lucked out on the location. Quick question, though. Who are they?
New hires we got specifically for the Lenif Bamboo Forest Laundry. 2 are clerks, who will also perform bodyguard work, and 1 is a chef.
Thank you for lending your talents to our growing chain. I'm Ryoma Takebayashi.
Very nice to meet you, sir.
I want your work environment to be a place you like. So if something is uncomfortable or difficult, don't hesitate to let me know. You can go to Miss Carla, too.
I doubt our level of comfort will be a problem working for this company, judging from our training in Gimel.
I just want to settle down with a nice job. My culinary skills may not be as good as Miss Selma's as of right now, but I intend to change that.
Thanks for finding such sincere employees, Miss Carla. They should be a perfect fit.
With introductions out of the way, give us a list of things that still need to be done for the shop, and we'll go from there.
Sounds like a plan. It's nearly time. We're that much closer to the opening of our second shop.
They got the new shop prepped for its opening in just 3 days. And they managed to do it with such a small head count, too.
He must have chosen quality staff over quantity, Dad.
It isn't just that. He's at the center of the work. He leads by example, so his work ethic inspires his crew. What can I say? He's a truly talented businessman.
I can't decide if that took way too long or went by way too fast. Feels like both for some reason. Would have never felt like this on Earth. Time there didn't go by slowly or quickly. It just passed. I think I know why, though. The people who interact with me in this world give meaning to the flow of time.
The moment we've been waiting for is here.
Yeah. Bamboo Forest Laundry Service's second shop is now open for business. Dear Lady Eliaria Jamil, you know that other store I mentioned starting up? Well, it's officially operational. It was smooth sailing from the instant we flipped the welcome sign, but I think that's due in large part to my experience of running the first shop. And while it may be too soon to say this, I can see a handful of customers becoming regulars already. Either way, my second branch is off to a terrific start, Elia. Great work. You should be proud. I honestly couldn't have asked for a better opening. I hope you realize this success is all your own doing, because I intentionally tried not to lift a finger. Now, let's keep this momentum going tomorrow.
Right!
Thank goodness. My staff is wonderful. I feel comfortable relying on them. Sorry it's so early, everyone, but thanks for coming to send me off.
We all wanted to be here to wish you safe travels, sir, and everyone came of their own accord.
Hey, if I were in your shoes, I'd be heading to Gimel, too. You're leaving your Lenif shop in great hands, so you're smart to head home so you can plan your next move.
True.
This is where it gets interesting, but I'll be rooting for you, kid. Open a bunch of shops while the getting's good.
And relax. Don't lose a single wink of sleep over us, okay?
We're all putting our best foot forward, so our branch will be as great as the first.
You wait and see, sir. We'll run this shop smooth as slimes.
Take care, though it's not like we won't see you again.
Thanks a lot, guys. I needed to hear that. I hope all of you take care of yourselves, too. And remember not to overdo it.
Take your own advice. Have a break once in a while, okay? I'd rather this meeting not be our last. So don't die or anything.
Yeah, can't go dying with so much to do, right? My slime studies are nowhere near complete. I'm also curious about those heirlooms, so I've gotta live.
Gotta keep my promise to Elia. Miss Miyabi? Well, what's up? Since you'll be attending the Academy in the Royal Capital later this year, there's a little favor I'd like to ask of you. There's this girl. Her name is Eliaria, and she'll be attending that school for the first time, too. I think you'd really like her, so maybe make it a point to be nice if you see her.
Well, guess I don't have an issue with that as long as she's not hanging with the wrong kind of people. But I'm pretty sure this girl's the opposite of a bad egg, right? You wouldn't have mentioned her if she weren't.
That's true. Could you also tell her I said good luck whenever your paths cross?
Yeah, okay. I can do that, but don't give all your luck away.
Deal. I'll try at least. When I get back to Gimel, I should do some research on the Great Forest of Schloos. Though the only monster I fought in preparation is that smash boar.
Dear Mr. Ryoma, how is life in the new city treating you? I'll be following your lead and starting a new life in the capital soon. So I'm using your letter as a sort of affirmation to ready myself for the challenge of moving. I've been putting almost all of my focus on improving my taming magic. The number of slimes you're able to control at once is inspiring, Mr. Ryoma. I'll catch up one of these days, so be on the lookout.
A souvenir? You're far too kind.
These condiments are really hard to come by. And what's life without a little extra flavor?
Worthless, if you ask me. Glad you're safely back in town. Not just because it's good to have you here in Gimel, but so I can receive this precious gift in person.
Are you planning a trip of your own?
That's correct. There's this magic item market in the town of Caliban that I'll be spending an entire week visiting.
Magic items, huh? Cool.
Indeed.
Is this what I think? But a toy car in a world without cars?
You're looking at a scale model of a Magimobile.
So that thing's powered by magic?
As the name implies. These gears are imbued with a neutral magic called spin. It makes them spin in a set direction once a little magic is put into them. They're often used as power sources, among other things.
And you said this Magimobile is a scale model, right?
Intelligent young man that you are, I'm sure you've guessed it's a carriage-sized vehicle people ride in. They're also raced for sport, and there's a large Magimobile event held in the capital each year. I myself am the proud owner of such a vehicle.
But from what you've shown me, these Magimobiles don't put out much power.
True. Unfortunately, they aren't what I would call practical. But they're fun, right?
He seems to be enjoying this. Though who doesn't like when someone listens to them talk about their hobbies?
Anyway, this model is just a sample of what the giant buffet that is the magic item market has to offer. For instance, you can purchase all sorts of enchanted knickknacks and doodads, and if they happen to be compatible, you can create new items without wasting your own magic.
Creating new stuff? You have my attention and my curiosity.
Can't just fuse anything together, though. Like cooking, you need the right ingredients.
Which you get from the magic item market, of course. Huh? A cleaner slime ate charcoal? Are you serious right now?
Afraid so. I'm sorry to spring that on you when you only just returned. Not what you wanted to hear, I'm sure. Back when you placed some charcoal in the kitchen, you mentioned that it had positive effects, such as cleaning the air and decreasing humidity.
Uh-huh.
So we put some in the laundry room. Figured why not spread those benefits around? If we all get cleaner air, the slime should too.
Then one ate their air purifier.
Right. Miss Maria noticed it gradually started eating less laundry grime after charcoal was introduced to its diet. That's what's concerning.
Raises an eyebrow, yeah.
Apologies. You left me in charge in your absence. The blame is mine alone.
Oh, don't worry. We don't have to play the blame game. Actually, I'm grateful, if anything, since this is something that could have gone unnoticed but didn't.
Huh?
It's fine. A natural part of slime taming, because that cleaner slime's about to evolve.
It's evolving? Are you certain?
Yes. Slimes often gain new abilities and dietary habits during their evolution process. I'll take care of that little guy for now. But please let me know if you see any other slimes behaving strangely.
Sure. I'll keep my eyes peeled. I also may start logging everything they eat.
Dear Mr. Ryoma, always so nice to hear from you. A cleaner slime is evolving into something else? What a surprising development. I wonder what kind of abilities this new slime will have. Be sure to let me know once it finally makes the transition. That story about the magic item market was intriguing as well. I've never been myself, so if you do end up going, please write to me about your experience. I look forward to that particular letter. Until then, stay busy and brilliant.
Well, you aren't the only one, Elia. I'm intrigued by the market, too. But I've got obligations, so what can I do?
You asked to see me, Manager?
Yes, I did. I'd like to discuss something that's more personal than business-related.
Well, that would be a first. Please continue.
I'm thinking I should pay my hometown a little visit. I left some family heirlooms behind. They belonged to my grandparents. So, in order to prepare for the trip, I want to focus more on my adventuring work. Meaning, I'll be needing someone to pick up the slack.
Ah, I get it. Adventure away, sir. I'll keep the shop in tip-top shape. Though I'm curious, what part of the world do you call home? And what must be done in order to prepare?
I gotta level up. Not easy getting through the Great Forest of Schloos. Huh? Your whole face melted in the blink of an eye.
Oh, I hope I didn't offend you. Guess I was thrown for a bit of a loop. Manager, how in the world are you still alive?
The Great Forest does have a certain reputation, huh?
They say that the only thing as dense as its undergrowth is its monster population. It's one of the most dangerous places in all of Sailfall. The fact I'm sitting here with you is nothing short of a miracle.
That's why I don't intend to head back until my Adventurers Guild rank is high enough to consider me qualified. Who knows how long it'll be before I actually make my way out there.
Something tells me you won't budge on this, so I won't try to argue. But please, do everything within your power to prepare yourself as well as possible, sir.
Right. Always been the plan. Honestly. That's why my next stop's the guild. Gonna discuss this with them as well. You said you were okay with taking care of the shop. Would you still be okay with it if it starts right now?
Yes, of course. Best of luck to you, sir.
Ryoma! What a surprise! Come to scope out jobs?
Yep. Both of my laundry shops are running smoothly, so I figured it'd be an optimal time to focus more on adventure work.
Excellent. Glad things are going so well. Now, as for what we can offer you...
Before I look at jobs, there's something I'd like to discuss. If you're not too busy, that is.
Let's hear it then. I'm never too busy for you.
I said no!
Huh?
Come on. One little old drink.
Oh, dear. Hold that thought, okay?
Have a good time. So what do you say?
All right, guys. Leave her alone. Bear in mind she's on the clock.
Oh, hey. How goes, Miss Maylene? Sorry about that. I wasn't trying to overstep any lines.
This is a workplace, gentlemen. Not an all-you-can-chat cafe. If you have jobs, do them.
Right.
Is there some kind of problem?
Nothing big, though. First, allow me to introduce you. She started just last week. Goes by the lovely name Payana.
Yes, that's me. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Thanks, nice to make yours too. Name's Ryoma. Ryoma Takebayashi.
As for the aforementioned problem, Payana is what you might call a bit of a pushover.
Harsh, but true.
But with time, she'll overcome it. Experience often improves confidence. So could you address your issue with Payana instead? I'll be there to supervise, of course.
That's fine. We all start out somewhere.
Right. So, we shall assist you however we can.
Well, about my work here going forward, I have a specific goal for myself in mind. Leveling up from rank E to rank C. Though it won't be quick, it can't be too slow. If it helps. I made a list of the monsters I'm aiming to slay on future jobs.
Let me take a look. Caliph monkeys and mad salamanders, as well as treants. You know that some of these aren't suited for E-rank members, right?
Yeah, that's why I won't take them on until I raise my rank. I mainly gave you that list so I could at least get information on them in the meantime. You do that, right? Keep records on all different kinds of monsters and environments?
We do. What exactly would you like to know?
That is the question. I think learning basic things like biology and habitat are a must, based on whatever's most up to date.
Right, we can do that for you.
Oh, and I want to know more about the Great Forest of Schloos. Give me anything you have on monsters in that area.
Why?
Don't tell me. Is that your goal, to one day fight your way through that death trap?
Yeah. And here's why.
I see. Your grandparents' heirlooms must be quite precious. I'm sorry, Ryoma. I shouldn't have questioned you without learning your reasons first. And since you're willing to take the necessary precautions before you head out, we have no right to prevent you from going. Just be careful.
Don't you worry, I will be.
You remember what I taught you about drafting contracts?
Yes, of course.
I've known you for a while now, but I had no idea you grew up in that forest.
Kinda hard to bring up. So you know Schloss?
Mm-hmm. Only because of my job, but yes. And well, it does explain a few things.
What do you mean?
I mean how your abilities are so high. You're far too capable compared to other kids around your age. But then, if you grew up in the great forest of Schloss, you'd have to be that skilled.
Thank you for waiting.
That was quick.
Miss Maylene, will you make sure I did it right?
Yes. Looks just fine to me.
Better to be safe than sorry. Here's your contract, Mr. Ryoma. Please take a brief moment to look it over and sign if everything is in order.
Well, Miss Paina, we have ourselves a deal. There you are. Should be good to go.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Here, it's your proof of the exchange. You'll need to show this when receiving the document, so I try not to lose it.
Better heed that advice. Into the item box.
That takes care of your first order of business. Did you want to accept a job? No pressure or anything. Though if you did take on a job or two, you would certainly be helping out the Adventurers Guild.
Sure, I don't mind. It can even be a little tougher than I'm used to. Something with the potential to raise my rank faster without demanding much time would be ideal.
A short-term job that might enable you to climb the ranks quickly.
Ooh, in that case, speaking of quick, I very much appreciate your patience. Do you think this job might meet your criteria?
Well, let's see here. Delivery for a parcel? Destination the town of Caliban. That's weird. The time limit just says as soon as possible.
That's correct. They had a whole carriage full of wares, but set out before realizing they forgot something. So really, they hope to get in by noon the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? Why make such an unfeasible request?
Well, it's quicker than waiting for another carriage, and they aren't ducking pay for delays. Earlier, I noticed you were, using space magic, so I, thought maybe you could make it there on time? Too presumptuous?
Not at all. As far as I'm concerned, you've done everything right from the moment we sat down.
It wasn't a fluke. She always goes above and beyond like this. I don't understand why she acts so timidly when she should be nothing but sure.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be. You brought me a job I can't help but accept.
Oh? Thanks for being up to the task.
Caliban. That's the town where Mr. Serge said the magic item market is being held. I wanted to go anyway, so maybe this is a sign.
I'm happy. I'm timid. I'm Paina.
I could have told a great story if I had 30 seconds, but I only have 5.
Greetings! Welcome to Caliban.
Thank you very much, sir. Can't believe how crowded it is.
Well, tomorrow is the first day of the market. The magic items market, if you didn't know.
The way you said that makes it sound like there are other types of markets.
There are. We hold 6 different ones a year. Central Square is going to be packed with food stalls and people participating in the event.
I get the feeling I'm going to enjoy this trip. Genome's Magic Item Workshop. This is it. Break out the item box. Hey, anybody home? Sorry to intrude. Door was open, so I let myself in.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works. What's a little kid like you doing here?
I'm on official Adventurers Guild business. Got a package addressed to you. Just sign here, please, then it's yours.
Wow, I thought it would be late for sure. Well, I'll be a Caliph Monkey's great uncle. Much obliged, young man.
Always happy to be of service. Thank you, I'll excuse myself.
Before you go, you came all the way from Gimel, right? Stay for some tea if you aren't in a hurry. Here.
Appreciate it. Wait a second. This tastes more like coffee than it does tea. This is delicious, sir. What kind of tea is it, though?
A kind made from the root of a Dante flower. It's supposedly excellent for your health.
If Dante is derived from dandelion coffee, then this is another Earth-inspired commodity. That hit the spot.
Good. Thanks again for the package, son.
You're very welcome.
Oh, well, look who's finally here. Come on in, Mr. Serge.
Huh?
Why, Mr. Ryoma.
Wow, what are the odds?
Now, hold on a second. Do the two of you already know each other?
Uh-huh. He supported me in several ways since moving to Gimel.
That's backwards. In truth, Gimel's the one that gets support from him. I thought I might see you around, just not at the gnome shop.
Well, I was doing an adventuring job. But what brings you to this particular store?
Wanted to pop in and say hello before the market begins, since this is one of the magic item workshops I frequent. Bumping into you was a bonus, though.
Yeah, great timing.
But where have my manners gone? Sincere apologies. I've yet to properly greet you, haven't I?
Nah, I was just having fun listening to you. If you have Mr. Serge's seal of approval, I should get to know you better, too. You can call me Denome, kid.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Denome. I'm Ryoma Takebayashi.
Got a little something to show you in the back room. The invitation's open to you as well. That's if magic item stuff interests you.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
You have permission to poke your head around. All I ask is you not touch anything. This way, Mr. Serge.
Coming. So this is the latest and greatest Magimobile.
Though it looks the same on the outside. I improved the engine and lightened the chassis.
Whoa.
Always nice to find someone who shares a hobby with you. I should stay out of it if they're gonna talk shop. Mr. Denome? Is this thing over here considered a magic item too?
Huh? Nuh-uh. Nothing magical about it. Just your everyday carriage. It's only in here because a neighbor of mine asked me to repair it.
I'm astonished you agreed. The Denome I know turns down any job that isn't related to magical items.
Well, you aren't wrong. Things change. My grandson, he kind of needs money, so I take what I can get.
How touching. You wish to buy your grandson a gift, yes? Well, perhaps I can assist you in some way. I would love to contribute to a cause so noble.
Well, it's not a tangible gift. I want to send him to the academy, so I've scrimped and saved everything I can for tuition.
Oh, for tuition?
To the capital school?
Uh-huh. I think he might be a genius. Anytime the kid overhears me and the fellows talk about work, it comes right over.
Dirty granddad alert.
Here, give this little doohickey a gander. Ta-da!
Your grandson made this from scratch?
He sure did. Isn't it one of the greatest contraptions you've ever laid eyes on? What did you accomplish when you were 4 years old? Not that I can sell this, but you get it.
I think he took a liking to you.
Having a mutual friend helped. By the way, what do you think I should do with this thing? Couldn't turn it down given how the conversation went.
You're a talented youngster, so of course you get it. Why do I like you from the beginning? Why don't you take my grandson's first creation? Good luck.
Thank you, sir. I'm honored.
Keep it as a token of your new friendship with Mr. Denome. If you try to return it, I fear you'll disappoint him and wound his pride.
Yeah, I think you're right.
What are your plans for the rest of the day? Any more jobs?
That was it. I'm not ready to head home yet, though. I want to stay for the market, so reserving a room at an inn somewhere is next on my to-do list.
Oh, perfect. I can show you the inn I'm staying at for the duration of my visit if you'd like. I'd also be willing to escort you around the market tomorrow.
Wow, honestly?
Sure, it would be my pleasure.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Serge. I would love that. I also like the idea of staying at your inn.
I'll let you get settled. I have places to be and people to see, but I'll be back. Nothing scheduled for dinner, though, so I'd be happy to dine with you.
Yeah, me too. Okay, what to do now? I can't really leave when I don't know what time Mr. Serge will be back, can I? Maybe I can try and make something with this.
Oh, good, you're here.
I wasn't expecting you so soon, Mr. Serge. I'm sure you're hungry, so give me just a second and I'll be right there. This place is popular.
Indeed, this is the night before a big market. Every tavern in town is packed. What I find curious is what you were working on when I knocked at your door. I have a feeling it was a magic item of sorts.
You saw it, huh? Boy, you've got a good eye.
I knew it! Let me sneak a peek at this new passion project of yours, if you don't mind, of course.
Sure. Don't mind in the slightest.
A box?
A music box.
Oh.
As the name suggests, it plays little tunes. More of a whimsical toy than a useful tool. You like it?
Yes, it's truly fascinating. I've never seen such a trinket in all my years.
Really? There must be something similar, no?
No. Many musical instruments are also magic items, but this is the first I've seen that plays its own melody. Mr. Ryoma, you mentioned it's more along the lines of a toy, but there are many nobles and collectors who take delight in such frivolous little things. Put some effort into its appearance, and I see it selling quite well. Not bringing this bright idea to fruition would be a waste.
I truly appreciate the endorsement, but I've got a laundry business to run and adventuring jobs to do. I don't have the time to commit to this.
Not alone, no. But what about...
Thank you for waiting, gentlemen. We've got 2 sizzling hot steaks drizzled with herb butter, fresh off the grill, just for you.
Let's save that discussion for later.
Good thinking.
Thank you for the meal.
Thank you for making another item that's as interesting as it is promising. I know you're busy, but if you think these music boxes have potential like I do, then you could commission someone to make them.
That's true. They could be a big hit. But I have no idea who I would hire.
Luckily, you have me for suggestions, yes? And my top pick for that would have to be Mr. Denome, especially considering how well you two hit it off today.
His plate seems a little too full for another burden.
He has the skill and knowledge needed to craft magic items like your music box, plus 3 apprentices beneath him. And why would he turn down the opportunity to put money in his grandson's tuition fund? You heard him say as much with your own ears, so I'm sure he'd appreciate any job offers at the moment. I have plans to meet up with Mr. Denome at tomorrow's market and would be happy to bring it up to him if you'd like me to. What do you think?
I think we should go for it. Dear Lady Eliaria Jamil, I'm currently writing you from a place called Caliban. Have you heard of it? The magic item market I mentioned in my previous letter is being held here. And everything kicks off tomorrow. I wonder what wondrous things I'll manage to find. I'll be sure to keep you posted on that.
Come take a look! This self-spinning millstone makes grinding powder practically effortless.
Carry over 300 arrows with this baby's item box spell. Because if you need more than 300 to execute a single job, archery wasn't for you to begin with.
Blades imbued with top-notch magic. They look as sharp as they cut, and are sure to increase work efficiency.
So this is the magic item market.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Serge. Same to you, kid. Nice to see you.
Thanks, likewise.
Take your time and look around a little bit.
Yes, eventually. But I do have a business proposition I'd like to discuss in depth with you first.
Oh, let's talk it out then. May as well get comfy, so have a seat.
Good call.
Who are you? Who are you?
This is for Dele, the grandson I mentioned yesterday.
Hey there, little guy. Call me Ryoma, okay? Okay. Can we play?
He seems to have taken a liking to you, so why not indulge him for the moment while we stay here and chat? I doubt you'll be missing out on much.
Sounds good to me. Let's play! Do you have a game in mind?
Word chain! We can start with F for magic item!
Myself?
F! Fidele!
E for egg.
G.
Thought he'd be enjoying this a bit more.
G.
He probably wants to play outside of this stall, but the odds of him wandering off and getting lost are too high.
G. Glass!
Doesn't look like there are any toys for him either, which is a fairly easy fix. Excuse me. If it's okay, may I please borrow this bucket over here?
Go for it.
Ryoma, yours is S.
For sand.
D. D is for... doorknob!
I have B. B for Begema.
I see you got yourself a deal and a manufacturer, Mr. Serge.
Pleasure doing business.
It really is a flawless little work of art. Can't wait to make more.
There. See? Hold it like this, then. Whoosh!
give it a shot.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Denome is now on board.
Thank you for agreeing.
No sweat. You aren't the only one getting a decent piece of the pie, so it works out for both of us. There we go.
Wow, you must have played with Vegamus before.
Nah, I just copied your movements is all. Nothing more to it, kid.
Huh?
What, do you think I just started being a craftsman the other day or something? Once I see stuff in action, it's easy for me to figure it out.
You're awesome, Grandpa.
Am I? Nice of you to say.
You all will make way better use of these, so I'll leave this set here.
You sure?
Yes. So you two can play together, right, Fidele? Yeah! Let's play!
All right. Don't have to twist my arm anymore. I'll take him.
Dear Lady Eliaria Jamil, I saw tons of new and interesting things at the Magic Item Market in Caliban. But what burns the brightest in my memory are the smiles of Mr. Denome and his grandson. They were thoroughly amused by a toy I whipped up with leftover material from the music box I made. An unexpected win in my book. I'm home. It's gotten pretty late. Bedtime for me. The slime that ate the charcoal. It's beginning to evolve. That was quick. Monster appraisal. Says it's a deodorant slime. It's all about odor. Removes, resists, absorbs. So it's still like a cleaner slime, but it specifically centers its abilities around aromas. Forget sleep, it's research time.
You spent all night analyzing and came here without a wink of sleep?
Well, yeah, that's beside the point. There's a fluid the deodorant slime produces. I've hypothesized it absorbs odors, but I haven't tested it yet.
And this is it?
Yes. They have cotton dipped in the liquid for an experiment.
Which entails putting these bags in different rooms all over the shop.
So I can test its limits. There's no danger since it's not poisonous.
I've nothing but respect for your passion, sir. It's inspirational.
Ah, if you say so. Anyway, I'm gonna walk around to see who else can lend a hand with the experiments. Meeting adjourned.
Very well then. Although, do make it back home as soon as possible to get some rest.
I'll pencil it in. Let's make some tasty charcoal. I'm glad Mr. Callum's looking out for me, but I want to stockpile a bit of feed before bed. The more they eat, the faster they multiply, but gotta wait for the deodorant slime to stabilize before it's ready to do that. You guys play together like that a lot these days, just having a ball. Know what I just realized? The properties of iron and metal slimes don't change even when their shape does. Alright, let's try something. This could work. If I explore this a tiny bit more, I bet this could be one sharp blade. What an awesome find. More weapons to help me get through the Great Forest. Right, let's finish up before morning, guys.
Don't tell me. Did you pull another all-nighter?
No, I took your suggestion to heart, so I made sure I got a full hour of sleep. That's all I need.
What you need is to put your health before work.
Being forced to pull all-nighters back on Earth was the worst, but staying up to do things I enjoy? It's so much fun! Probably best to keep that to myself, though. Knock, knock, Ryoga! Who's there?
Pardon the intrusion. These smell-cleaning baggy thingies literally changed my life. May I have more?
Oh, I see. Thanks for helping with the experiment to begin with, Miss Mia. I take it the effect wore off then?
Sadly. Until this morning, the stench was totally gone, and I added it to the trash the day before yesterday at noon.
Let me examine it. It appears to have reached its maximum amount of intake. They can only absorb so much stink. I'll get
get you some more, though. Even throw in a sample of my new deodorizing solution. Would putting these in the same spot as before be productive? It absolutely would. I want this project to be finished as soon as possible, so I'll help out any way that I can. I'll keep that in mind. You're making history! This new item will forever improve the lives of cat beaskin everywhere! Like my hopes couldn't be higher, right, Meow? Bye! If I keep gathering data, I should have this stuff on the market in no time.
Oh no! The back fell off! Seems about right.
Jeez. I can't get any work done with a cart that's as garbage as the stuff it carries.
But we kinda have to. Unless you've got money for a new one, because I don't.
Hello.
What? This look like a show to you?
May I please fix your cart?
Huh?
Slimes? It should be fine now.
Hang on. You're not a tamer, are you?
Sure am.
Wow, you look about the same age as us.
Well, you know, we can't all be in the trash hauling biz, I guess.
It's clearly a job. Duh. He and I are adventurers.
Yeah, but only rank G.
These three are still too young to get contracted to do any real work yet. Carting trash to the disposal facility is worth some money, though. Since we're fellow slum residents and all, me and my buddy look after them whenever we get the chance.
They support each other to survive.
Okay, why are you looking at us like that, huh?
I was, wondering if I could ask a favor.
For cash, we're broke.
It's in my item box.
Whoa. Ah! You can use magic, too?
Whoa, I can't smell the garbage anymore.
I need help with a current experiment of mine. As soon as this bag stops absorbing the odor, will you come let me know?
Yeah, we can do that.
Where will we find you?
Down at Bamboo Forest Laundry Service. Ask for Rioma. It's that building over there.
I'm back, by the way.
I'm Whist. Hi.
We gotta properly thank you. First you fix our cart, then you nix that stench?
It's fine, honest.
Ah, screw modesty. Just follow me and I'll hook you up, kid.
Very tempting. Grandpa's so cool!
We're supposed to ad-lib here.
I'm bad at that. It's over.
So this hookup of yours is at the church?
Once every 2 months, they hand out free snacks if we help clean the place. And today's that day.
Ah, I see.
You helped me and my friends, so you get free snacks as a thank you.
Guess I lucked out then. I really should pay it forward with community service activities like this more often anyway. Where am I?
I'm able to summon you as well.
Very nice to meet you. I'm
The latest transfer. Yes, I've heard a great deal regarding you. And the consensus seems to be that you are quite the interesting fellow.
another god. But I wasn't praying. Why am I here?
I'm Fair Nobelia, the noble god of academics and magic. This is my realm. Try to relax while you're here. You'll be teleported back exactly where you were when the time is right.
Thank you for having me. Tekun mentioned him. He's the god that's seldom seen because he closes himself off. He does strike me as kinda grumpy.
I want to ask you a few questions. May I?
Sure.
What, pray tell, was your previous world like, if you can recall?
Well, it's difficult to put what the whole planet was like into words, but I'll give it a try.
All right, next question. What is your favorite food?
Food? But what about...
Did you feel love growing up? What is your opinion on academics? Conflict? Romance?
Shouldn't I answer the first question before moving on to the next one?
No, thank you for your cooperation.
Wait.
Yes, as you surmised, the moment you reacted to my words, your heart already had the answers I sought. So I read you after each query. Forgive me. I was a bit wary of you.
Of me?
Let's just say, not all transfers from Earth have had your disposition, unfortunately. Some become corrupted by power and commit crimes. Others lose control of their power and unwittingly bring about disaster.
Point taken. I'd want to study me first, too.
Thank you. You seem to sympathize with me. Though we try our best not to bring anyone with clearly dangerous beliefs to the world we preside over, alas, there's no fail-safe to prevent them from turning evil later on.
I wish I could tell you for sure that I won't. But as a precaution, I'll stick to the straight and narrow wherever I can.
Those who utter casual absolutes are among the least trustworthy. I'll take your honesty as a sign of how serious you are about this. It appears it's time. One last query. What is your opinion on the world of Sailfall?
I'm glad I came, from the bottom of my heart.
Hey, why'd you stop? What, have you never mopped before?
Whoops, sorry about that.
I didn't let you in on the secret snacks just for you to slack off. Shape up or you're gonna make me look bad.
Check your toad, Beck. We brought him here as a way to thank him for everything he did today.
He's fine. Aren't you, Ryoma?
Yep. Though I'd normally have this done in an instant with my scavengers and cleaners, I can tidy up too. Now this is what you call immaculate.
Apart from snacks, there's actually one other perk for helping out.
What is it?
Anybody who wants it is offered a free lesson in combat training after we clean.
Yeah, they get a member of the Adventurers Guild to come and teach us. So that one day, when we're all grown up, we can take what we learned and be able to live on our own.
The Adventurers Guild does that? Wow, that's really cool. I didn't have any idea.
I know you're a tamer with magic and stuff, but if you combine that with fighting skills, you could be an adventurer too.
Look, he's here. Here comes Scary Face Man. Right on cue.
Hey, did I just hear one of you call my face scary? Oh, that's not very nice.
Mr. Worgen?
Well, if it isn't Ryoma, what brings you to the church?
Going with the flow today.
That a fact. Guess fate's on my side. Since you're here, you want to lend a hand?
Okay.
Why are you and the Guildmaster like best buds anyway?
Well, he's helped me out in the past.
Hang on. Then does that mean what I think?
Oh, you must have just met the Boy Wonder. He's an 11-year-old ranky adventurer. Now, let's begin. Hey, don't rely on brute force alone. When fighting monsters, you gotta keep an eye out for any openings to strike at weak points.
The Whist isn't scoring any hits. He's super strong. I can't believe we're around the same age.
Back, let's see what you got.
You're mine!
Seriously? You're very easy to read when you jump because you can't change your trajectory. How many times do I have to say it, kid? Strike for my blind spots and maybe you'll land a hit.
He's really athletic and nimble, though.
Ryoma, how's your bunch?
They're doing well. I told my slimes to just dodge attacks and counter with some light bumps. The worst they'll do is leave a few scratches, but I've got healing slimes on me, too.
Couldn't have asked for better sparring partners for those little kids. Well done. Now it's time for your training.
Me?
Though you used a bow at your combat ability test, don't you also use swords? Let's go.
Incredible.
What in the world? Who is that kid?
Thanks for teaching me about the secret snacks you get for cleaning up the church.
Thank you! You are so cool, Ryoma!
And we're gonna try our absolute best to be adventurers as great as you.
Bye for now.
I'll drop by when I know how that smell test went.
Thanks. Every update counts.
Good work.
Would you like to refresh yourself with some tea?
Yes, please.
Ryoma, what do you think about becoming an instructor at the Adventurers Guild?
What?
Not only do you have the skill and patience for it, today your slimes proved to be quite helpful at training low-range rookies.
I'd rather not right now. My plate's a little too full. Plus, I'd need to study it. Can't teach if you aren't taught in the first place.
You never change.
My image of you sure does. Who would have guessed you train kids in combat?
It's honestly the least I could do. You'd think it'd take an army to run this place, but it's just 2 nuns.
No, really?
Yes, but it's okay. We don't have to manage alone. Lots of people in town pitch in. Mr. Worgen is just one of many adults who help out.
Kids also pitch in, as you saw. And today you happen to be one of those helpers. Thanks for doing your part for the community.
Did I really help? You think? After all the support I've received, I'm in a position where I can selflessly give back. Even though I don't get anything out of it,
I can be like them and help people the way they helped me. Gotta say, I like this feeling.
That's pretty awesome. Best feeling in the world.
Guess what, Mr. Ryoma? I'm studying how to bake and decorate cakes right now. It's practice for when I go to the academy. I want to surprise my new friends with something that's hopefully as sweet as they are. Having a tea party with treats you make yourself is a great way to show your guests you care and strengthen those friendships. Wouldn't you agree? I might bake these cakes regularly, depending on how well they turn out. And maybe one day, Mr. Ryoma can eat some too.
Sounds like you're really enjoying life, Elia. You've definitely got the right idea.
The start of the new term is quickly approaching, so I'll be moving into a capital dormitory soon. This is my very first time to be living on my own. I have to admit, I'm a bit scared. That's a secret not even my family knows. But I'm telling you because your emotional support will no doubt help me persevere. There should be an upcoming festival held in Gimul, if I'm not mistaken. I hope everyone at Bamboo Forest Laundry enjoys it.
Elia's moving out. Be great if I could send her a gift for the occasion. The question is, what? Miss Carla had a good idea.
If you think about it, clothing's actually a great present to give someone. Because when people look nice, they can't help but to feel nice too. So it's like you're wishing them well.
Or something along those lines. Wait, how am I supposed to pick an outfit for her, though? I'm so clueless about what's in vogue, I don't even know if people still say that. I could try flowers, gift cards, gold coins. Nah, there's my new deodorant solution. Consumable gifts are nice since they don't waste space. This case calls for something made by hand, though. I got it! Perfection. Just have to let it sit for a while, then... Voila! Handmade soap. But I can do better. I can improve the foam and feel if I change the composition a little. Maybe even enhance the scent. I know. I'll mold them in the shape of some of Elia's favorite things. Bingo! What else did Elia mention in her letter apart from moving to the capital? Something about a festival? May I have a moment of your time, Mr. Callum?
Of course, sir. My attention is yours.
I have it on good authority that Gima will be holding a festival soon. I was just curious if you knew anything about that.
No, I'm afraid that I don't. Should I look into it?
Nah, though I appreciate you wanting to help. I was only asking.
Well, neither one of us have lived in this town very long. You should ask someone who has.
That's a good call, and I do know a local who grew up here. Sorry to bother you, Mr. Dulce.
You're fine.
Do you know about any festivals coming up?
Only thing that had happened this time of year is the Founding Festival.
And what is that?
A celebration to honor the day they founded Gimul.
How exactly do you celebrate?
With stalls on Main Street. All kinds of them. Traveling performers also come. They're a sight to see.
These stalls, are they put on by the town shop owners by chance?
Well, you can apply for a stall regardless of what you own, but it's not mandatory.
A festival stall. It might be worth looking into, if our employees are interested, that is.
I guess there's one more thing. We sometimes hold a cleaning event once the festivities end.
That's great. I asked because I want to take part as a way to give back. Chemo's been really good to us.
I see. Well, that's the extent of my answer for you.
And it was perfect. Thanks for being so detailed.
Oh, don't mention it.
Know what's funny? You're the only local that we've hired. Everybody else is from somewhere outside of Chemo.
That a fact?
Yes. Mr. Callum was introduced to us through Mr. Serge and is from a town called Luia, while Mr. Fay and Miss Leeling hail from the country of Gilmar. Miss Selma's at least from the same country as us, but that's where the similarities stop. Miss Jane, Miss Fina, and Miss Maria aren't from Chemo, but they do hail from the same village. I'm glad we have someone who's in touch with the local community. That's the point I'm trying to get at.
There you are.
Did you need me?
I just received word from my sister who's at the Linif location.
That's unusual. Did Miss Carla reach out because something happened at the second shop?
Yes. For reasons that are not yet known to us, all of their cleaner slimes have begun to multiply.
Without any warning?
Right. And now there are far too many for Mr. Culkin and the others to contract with.
Heard loud and clear. I'll leave as soon as I can. The slimes seemed a lot giddier than usual when they heard about the brand new ones. But no time to waste. Whoa! That's one giant crowd!
You're here.
I came as fast as I could once I heard about the cleaner slimes.
Of course. Right this way.
Boss, thank goodness.
Yep, that's a lot of slimes. These are just the ones you weren't able to form contracts with, is that right?
Yes, indeed. A total of 75 slimes left.
That's quite a population boom. Anyway, contracts. Nice. Our contract's complete. Glad to have you on. Welcome to the team, everyone.
Wow, you tamed every excess cleaner slime that we had.
Thought of anything that might have caused this? Slimes don't multiply so fast for nothing.
Here's what our investigation helped us piece together.
All of this? That's very impressive. Written in such a short time, too.
Made fast and efficiently, sir.
Tony and Lobelia are the reason it's as good as it is, honestly.
I see. This branch is even busier than our original shop, meaning more slime food, so the slimes were making more solution than we could sell.
We limited the amount of solution that they were allowed to produce, and the backup of nutrients in their system must have led them to multiply.
And they'll continue to multiply, unless we do something with that energy.
From now on, we won't limit the production of deodorizing solution. We'll just let them make as much as they want, then simply discard whatever we can't use.
Whoa! So simple, yet so genius! Let's try it out! Not only did they identify the cause of the problem, they thought up a great way to solve it. I'm so glad these people decided to work here with me. They're also some of the few individuals in the world who'd be willing to spend their whole night discussing slimes. Okay, now back to Gimo. Or maybe I'll pop in and say a quick hi to Mr. Piotto first. Weird barrels. Oh, geez, that reeks!
Hey there. Nice timing. What's good, Riola?
Nothing's good. And with those stinking up the place?
That would be compliments of some of my younger staff members. They brought these barrels stuffed with fermented fish called chapaya. Check it out. It actually makes for great preserved food, but the smell gets everywhere. So is it really worth it?
Reminds me of Kasaya from back on Earth.
You've got all sorts of tricks up your sleeve. Can you do something about this smell?
Never shy about making requests. Wait. You're making history! This new item will forever improve the lives of cat beasts everywhere! Like my hopes couldn't be higher, right, Meow? Well, you may be in luck, Mr. Piotto. I'd be happy to run a little test with your permission.
Yes. Stop all my customers from running away. You have my full approval.
I hope it works. Yoo-hoo! Come here, deodorant slime.
A deodorant slime? What's this one do?
It smells like this for breakfast, that's what. And it makes a fluid that absorbs any kind of odor.
This is somehow different from the deodorizing fluid your other slimes make?
Yeah. It's an entirely new slime. The stuff it makes is better for dampening odors over large areas. Normal cleaner slimes can't do what this one does. Here, go show him what I mean.
Oh. That awful stench is completely gone.
Bad news is that the effect only lasts for about a day or so. The good news is I have some solution for you in this baggie.
Thanks. Always so generous. Such a good deed must be repaid.
Alrighty, how about you document how long the stench stays gone and keep me updated as a way to repay me?
That really all you want?
Knowledge is a valuable commodity, and this kind of data is priceless.
You're too modest for your own good. I know. Take this. You've earned at least 1 barrel, if not more.
A whole barrel?
Uh-huh. This will make your trek back to Gimel even easier. Pop the top and... Sand monster's running. A strategy that stinks but also doesn't at the same time.
Yeah, I really like it. Thank you for the idea.
That's what I do. Now have a safe journey back home.
Right. Oh, wait. I was sort of hoping I could say hi to Miss Miyabi before I left. If she's not busy, that is.
Aw, tough luck, kiddo. Miyabi's on her way to the royal capital, probably taking a nap in the carriage as we speak.
Wow, she did it. Wait a second. You want to study at the academy?
Yeah, great way to make good connections as a future business person.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I'm also bummed she left so early. Could have given her some monster-repelling Shapaya, too.
Too bad. Some folks might like fermented fish as a parting gift, but she's not one of them. You're always like this around me. Do I stink?
Make it stop! Oh, please, make it stop!
There we go. Mr. Piotr was right. That gross fish barrel kept anything from messing with me.
I'm a little bit surprised to see you back so soon.
Oh? I just had to contract the remaining slimes. They'll handle the rest.
Good to know it's resolved. Now that you're home, Mr. Serge was looking to schedule a meeting with you, sir.
I've got some time. Should I be heading to the Morgan Trading Company, or...?
No. He wanted to visit you here.
Huh? I'm ready whenever he is, especially if he's gonna make it easy and come to us.
I'll go tell him. Oh yes, there is one other thing, sir.
What would that be?
We were given a little present. It's from Miss Fina and the others' town.
Huh?
I believe Miss Jane's on break. Perhaps she'll be willing to fill you in. She knows more about it than I do, at least.
So embarrassing, right? Our folks sent these without saying a word. They claimed it's a gift, but it's really a bribe.
Talk about blunt.
Gifts like this are actually a fairly common thing. But it's nice. Parents can't guarantee their children's employers treat them well, so they send gifts to gain favor and up the odds.
Guess that makes sense.
This is a thank you for already treating us well, though. For you and everyone working here. A bunch of wheat and semisa.
Semisa?
Oh, a homegrown crop from our village.
I see. That's pretty fragrant, like enough to add some nice flavor to foods. Maybe this is Sailfall's version of sesame. What a wonderful gift. I'm grateful, but isn't this a little bit too much?
Nah, I mean, yes, it's quite a lot. But everything we've got are leftovers they weren't able to sell.
Man, that's concerning. Are they doing okay?
I think so.
In any case, let your parents know they don't have to send gifts to ensure your well-being. I hope you figured out I don't need bribes in order to treat employees right.
Yes, I know. I'm very sorry.
Obviously, I'm not a parent, so I can't truly empathize. I know love when I see it, though. So don't apologize. I'm all for parents showing their kids they really care.
Thanks, boss.
What's all this wheat and semisa cost? Tell me if you find out so I can pay your folks the full price.
No, don't you dare! It would be way too expensive, sir. They're at fault for sending without asking us.
You know we have a kitchen with an awesome cook, right? So it'll get used. And besides, can't afford to send this much for free if they're having trouble with sales, because it'll only drive the prices down more. So, to make sure these here grains retain their value, I'd much prefer to pay what they're really worth.
Okay, but maybe pay as little as you possibly can.
Then, would covering the base cost plus shipping be considered as little as possible, or not?
Sure, that'll work. Thank you again. You're great.
Likewise. Thanks for being on the team. I'll have a chat with Mr. Piotr sometime soon. See if he can start buying crops from their village. Gotta make sure this wheat and semisa is quality stuff first, though.
Let's start with a little progress report.
Oh, wow! Is this the finished product?
Yes. Everything's already lined up to start sales. Mr. Denome's working hard to ensure we're stocked up. He and his apprentices are increasing our general inventory as we speak. The founding festival might be a good time for the grand reveal.
You really think so? You're planning to sell them out of a stall then?
Yes. It would be quite fitting. The Semroid Trip's playing at the festival. They're the ones who composed the tune the music box is playing.
Yeah, that is pretty fitting. But I've never heard of this troupe.
They're a group of traveling entertainers led by a popular bard. In fact, his popularity has only recently been on the rise. But he's also young, so he has his whole career ahead of him.
How exciting! I have to check them out now. Where will the show be?
Well, it's funny that you should mention it, but we were hoping to use the empty lot right next door to your shop.
What? Guess that business did move. We've just been using it for security training.
If it's possible, we were hoping to borrow your shop as well, or rather a portion of it that we'll use as a sort of green room.
My shop? It's not really designed to serve that purpose, but I think one of the dorms could work as a makeshift green room. So, how does all that sound?
Oh, I believe we have ourselves a deal. I'm most grateful to you.
This is payback for all the times you supported me. If I have the power to return a few favors, I will. Man, so much happened in just one day. But what do I do now? Wait, that was Miss Selma! Hey, I'm here! Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. But the fish, every last scale smells rotten.
Crap! Forgot to mention the Shapaya, didn't I?
Is something wrong? That scent. I know it. Gosh, not only is it familiar, it's making my mouth water.
Yeah, mine too. Wait.
It's the smell of Semisa!
Wow, guess the nose knows.
It certainly knows that aroma smells delicious.
It's funny since it smelled horrid before. Never would have guessed. It's downright delightful now.
Well, actually, we only used deodorizing fluid to remove the Shapaya's strong scent at first, the one from the deodorant slime since it's so potent. Though it did improve the smell, it didn't eliminate it entirely. Not bad. Why does it still taste off, though?
It does have its own flavor. At least now it's only mildly unpleasant. Perhaps we can disguise the lingering scent with herbs. It might add a nice flavor to the fish, too.
Sure, let's try it. Oh yeah, we can use the semi-saw. We do have plenty to go around. So we squeezed a little oil out of the semi-saw, then took the deodorized Shapaya and fried them up real good in it.
Awesome call, manager. The semi-set scent is working wonders.
I can't wait to try it. Come on, let's go get everyone else.
I'm glad they're so excited for this.
That was delicious, as always. Miss Selma and the manager make a great cooking duo.
Thank you. Maybe I can whip up a dish or two from your hometown one of these days as well.
That'd be lovely. I was beginning to miss Gilmar's cuisine lately, so I might even join you in the kitchen as long as you'll have me.
I love being able to enjoy food from all over. I believe the semi-fried Shapaya could be the start of exotic food nights. Wait, what? Why are you hawing?
I'm thinking we should open a stall for the festival.
Huh?
We're already lending our space to the Semroid troupe, so why not serve exotic food for the audience who comes to watch them perform?
It's certainly doable. What with our employees being from so many places, could put a bunch of different items on the menu.
Just think about it. People go to festivals to spend money. It's part of it. Why not try to bond with the locals here while profiting financially?
I have no doubt a stall like that would make the people of Gimo happy, but what about the people at this shop? What does everyone else think? This would entail labor outside your duty, so I won't force it, and we'd all have to miss part of the festival as well.
I'll help. It's a good idea.
What a surprise!
This establishment's great. And though I'm new, I already know that I want to stay. I like it here. You really make that choice a simple one, sir. So, yes, I'd like to help any way I can.
I love when lots of people get a chance to eat my cooking, so I would also be happy to help. Give festival goers something to remember.
That's the spirit.
And I'll show everyone the kind of punch Gilmar cuisine packs.
Yeah! Oh yeah, we have all that wheat. Surely it can be used for a whole slew of different recipes.
I don't foresee an issue as long as we can keep it stored fresh until it's festival time. An excellent idea.
All right! We could even sell the wheat at the stall as a way to help advertise the village.
People like the food made from wheat, but do they really care about where it's from?
Never know. So let's find out. Well, either way, count me in. Sounds like it'll be fun. Right?
Mm-hmm. It also sounds like this thing's gonna call for some major decor.
Okay then. Everyone in favor of applying for a festival stall of our own, say aye.
Aye.
Now all of Bamboo Forest is looking forward to the founding festival. I hope this goes well. No, I'll work hard to make sure it goes well.
Everything's ready! These are all of the dishes that I believe will sell at a stall, or rather the ones that will sell best.
I wasn't expecting so many. That's amazing! I've never seen semi-so used in dumplings until now.
You've got to share the recipe with us, Miss Selma. I'd be happy to. Let's cook them together. More food!
You intend to sell all of those?
I asked her to cook what she thought would be popular, and she just really went for it.
Here's an idea. So the Simroid troupe should be arriving sometime tonight. What do you say we serve these dishes at the welcoming party for them? Based on their reactions, we can narrow down what we actually serve at our stall.
Enjoy yourselves tonight, but try and save some of that energy for the welcoming party tomorrow. I'm so relieved. Seems like the festival has everyone excited.
That's true. However,
Not the best way to start a sentence.
it takes more than enthusiasm to run a stall, and even with a smaller menu, I fear we might still be short-staffed.
Yeah, good point. Cooking is just one part of it. We'll also need servers and someone to direct traffic if we get busy, huh?
Right. Which is why I suggest we consider hiring some temporary staff.
Sorry to disturb you at such a late hour, Mr. Ryoma, but I thought you might like to meet the leader of the Simroid troupe.
Come on in.
It's an honor and pleasure to make your acquaintance, great sage. You know, when I learned I'd be meeting a gifted youth, I was thrilled. I'm actually on the younger side as well, and I'm already the head of the Simroid troupe. Prinnan Simroid, at your service, magnificent sage.
I think the honor in this situation is mine. But do you think you could maybe call me Ryoma instead of Sage? I really don't merit a title like that, so...
Oh, how incredibly humble! The music box. You invented a new way to delicately flavor our melodies with that exquisite little creation. Hence, you're a sage. It's the only word that works. Oh. However, who am I to question the desires of the great sage? So I shall address you as Mr. Ryoma, if that is truly what you wish.
It's what I wish, so thank you.
Oh no. If anyone's deserving of thanks, it is you, my fine, modest friend. Your pocket-sized box will allow us to distribute our music far and wide. 'Tis a tiny trinket worthy of the biggest praise. What's more, you kindly opened your door so that we could have a comfortable green room. You're as generous as you are wise, sir. Our entire troupe should have come here to express our gratitude. I apologize for coming alone. Forgive me.
You're fine. It's late and you only just arrived. I'm surprised you came at all. I would have greeted my pillow first and foremost.
I'll add empathetic to your list of admirable traits. Guess I am rather sleepy and tense from being alert the entire journey.
Was there monster activity?
Yes, my troop and I traveled through the southern plains to get here. But before we left, we were told that tunnel ants were seen along the highway.
I've heard of murder ants. Are they as dangerous as those?
Well, not in the way you're thinking. You see, murder ants are hostile to us, but tunnel ants are not. They focus on digging and building fast colonies underground.
And therein lies the issue. The tunnels they dig hollow out the ground. Carriages run the risk of collapsing them and getting trapped.
Luckily, we were able to avoid such a disaster, but it was quite stressful.
I certainly hope they don't affect the festival turnout or the ongoing preparations for that matter.
Me too, but it sounds like something that the Adventurers Guild may be working on. And if that's the case, I guess my schedule for tomorrow is decided.
Very understandable. I'll take care of the welcome party, sir. And the shop, of course.
Bravo! To think your wisdom and kindness are complemented by the valiant soul of a warrior. My, the gods must adore you, Mr. Ryoma.
One can always hope. Oh, welcome back. Nice to see you again, Miss Paina.
Likewise. How can I be of service to you, Mr. Ryoma?
Do you have any open jobs related to the tunnel ants spotted in the area?
Surprised the news reached you so quickly. Just a moment, please. I've got listings related to tunnel ants somewhere in here.
Please take your pick. Great, let's see what we got here. Hunting ants and locating colonies. There's a job for excavating colonies, too. Out of the 3 different jobs, which one could use the most help?
Think that would be the one that involves locating the colonies. It's a little time-consuming, so it isn't that popular.
Gotcha. Then sign me up for tracking down some tunnel ant colonies, if you'd be so kind.
Thanks a lot for helping out.
All right, everyone. Keep your eyes peeled for tunnel ant colonies. And now, share sensations. What did Miss Piana say again?
Tunnel ants are known to arrange the soil they dig up in piles all around their colonies. So, if you come across some freshly disturbed dirt, chances are there's a colony right under your nose.
See any recently dug up dirt? Like that. Wait, I know them.
Hey, well, what are the odds?
Right? Looks like you're on Adventurers Guild business, too.
Yup. We want the Southern Plains back to normal since we pick herbs out here all the time. If you want something done, then do it yourself.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Quest. Heck.
Me? Oh, right, introductions. This is Ryoma. You know, that cool kid I told you about.
Oh, this is the super strong slime guy?
I guess that's not technically inaccurate. Well, anyway, I'm Ryoma Takebayashi. It's very nice to meet you.
And I'm Phinia. Sorry, I'm shy.
Call me Ruth, okay? And here's my sis.
His little sis, Ramil.
If you didn't guess, they're also from the slums. Because street rats work better in packs.
Smart. And judging from the giant ant carcass on your card, I take it you took up the hunting part of the request.
Uh-huh. We want their carapaces. That's their shop.
What do you want those for?
Well, they make for good equipment, and our big bro is an armorsmith.
Or an apprentice to one at least, but he'll make us armor and shields for cheap if we bring him enough materials.
Carapaces are lighter than metal and sturdier than leather, too. But it's slim pickings. This is the only bounty we could find.
Oh, I wish we knew where they were hiding.
I know where a colony is, so that wish is about to come true. See, I took on the surveying part of the request.
Are you for real?
I'm always for real when it comes to helping those in need.
You got yourself a deal. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not seeing any colony.
1 second. Let's show them what happens when you meddle with metal.
What are those things?
Dark ones are metal slimes and lighter ones are iron.
You have so many, though.
Because they're all going to help find the colony. Stand back till I say when. Now. Line up, guys.
Oh.
Advance, but proceed with caution.
Can they really help find the colony?
It's a safe bet since slimes are good at sensing danger. Just watch.
Nice attack.
Okay, your turn. Hunting the ants is the job you all took on. I'll act as backup if you need me, but I doubt you will.
Oh, right! Show no mercy!
I shouldn't do their work for them. They won't learn that way.
Are you ready? Yeah, we'll take it out together. We did it!
You're doing an awesome job. But then, I can't simply sit around when I also have a job to do. Earth Needle attack! Let's head to the next colony.
Right on! You just lead the way, Ryoma!
Long time no see. Stare.
That should be good. Yeah.
Ryoma!
Need help with the cart?
Nah, it's just getting late. Let's head back.
Did you collect enough materials?
Uh-huh. This is way more than enough. Besides, this load is all that our little cart can handle.
All 5 of us should be able to have armor made with this haul. It wouldn't have been possible without you, Ryoma.
Thank you for helping us find the ants. There's no need to thank me. The hard part was the fighting, and that was all you guys. But anytime we got in over our heads, you and your slimes came to our rescue. So thanks.
Fighting aside, we wouldn't have made half the kills we did if you hadn't found the colonies. You were like our compass.
And we're gonna get oodles of money because of how many ants we managed to slay. Now we can really enjoy the Foundation Fest. It'll be great.
We won't have that much money left over. Even with our discount, 5 full sets of armor is expensive.
Then tomorrow we'll go hunt again. We'll make twice as much if we snag as many as we did today.
Were you not listening? We thanked Ryoma because he's the reason we did so well.
Without him, we won't even find the colonies, you know?
Well, he can come too, of course.
Hey, stop being so selfish, will ya?
Whatever.
Sorry, you can forget everything she said, Ryoma. I'm sure you're busy tomorrow, right?
Yes, very much so. I'm running a festival stall and I have to prep. I have an idea.
Is he really still out adventuring?
Hi, Mr. Callum.
Hello and welcome back. Who were all these kids with you, sir?
Fellow adventurers I happened to run into when I was out on my job. Think they could be the part-timers we hired for the stall?
Beck.
Huh? Mr. Dulce!
So then, you know these children?
Oh yeah, I look in on these gutter snipes sometimes. They're great.
That's convenient. Makes my choice easy. Since both you and Mr. Dulce can vouch for them, I don't see an issue. Hello, I'm Callum, the assistant manager of this shop. It's a pleasure. Consider yourselves hired.
We promise we won't let you down, sir.
Anyways, do you think it would be appropriate for them to join the party tonight, Mr. Callum? Since they're a new staff?
Yes, it is a welcome party.
You sure about that?
You met us like 20 seconds ago.
I assure you it's fine. We have plenty of extra food prepared anyway.
And besides, the whole point was for everyone working the festival to get to know each other. Now that you're hired, that everyone includes you, of course. Oh yeah, we can sort out your wages at a later date. And, would you feel okay acting as a kind of chaperone, Mr. Dulce?
Indeed. I'll introduce them to the rest of the staff.
I appreciate it. Shall we, Mr. Callum?
We shall, manager. Go ahead. It's time to get this whole event underway.
Hello and welcome. I'm the manager of Bamboo Forest, Ryoma Takebayashi. I'm so very thrilled about the upcoming Foundation Festival, which is why I'd like to thank each of you for being a part of it. So here's to working together, making new friends, and memories to last. Cheers, guys!
Cheers! Hope everyone came hungry. Tonight, we have some very special food for you all.
Please enjoy!
Tasty.
I must say, this is quite the welcome. I thank you.
I'm glad you approve. And how are you liking the cuisine?
It's blown my expectations away. I can confidently say that on behalf of all my troop members too. Just see for yourself.
Please forgive and forget my gluttonous niece. I'm Sorio. She's Maya. If you've heard of our troop sword dancers, that's us.
No, I haven't.
They're such a sight to behold. They cut a rug, among other things, with their swords. And you know how every festival has its fights. If one breaks out, do yourself a favor and call them.
I'll try to keep that in mind. Always nice to have people like you. Now I feel reassured.
Good, and he wasn't just being polite, so please call on Maya or me for anything you need.
Call on me for what? Check-ins?
No, dear, in case he needs some extra security at his event.
Oh, gotcha. At your service, boss man, sir. Whoever catered deserves a raise.
Shouldn't stop introductions to give a food review. Good grief.
Eating with such gusto is a compliment. That said, it might be a good idea to save a little room. We haven't brought out dessert yet.
What? Dessert?
How is that saving room?
There's gotta be a room on my plate before it gets to my stomach. What are these balls?
Semi-sit dumplings, and they're good. You should try one.
Yummy!
Wow, this is really good. I like the texture, too. There's plenty more, so eat your fill.
I see. How's such a thing done?
Ryoma, has anybody told you how awesome you are today?
Well, it's not like I do everything by myself. I'm only where I am today because others supported me.
They support you because you're cool.
And one of the strongest people I've ever seen.
You did take out those tunnel ants with one attack.
Hey, so what's the big secret behind your strength, huh, Ryoma?
I'm curious what made you think to ask.
It's 'cause I was just wondering what goes through your head when you fight, or if you ever get scared.
That's right. Bingo.
Man, I hate it when you act like a wimp.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, do you?
Well, let's see. I really don't give myself time to be afraid in a fight. Too busy concentrating on what my next move will be.
That's really all it is?
But don't let it get you down. After enough training and experience, I just know you'll overcome all your fears eventually. Hard work is key, though. It also doesn't hurt to have a great group of friends who'll have your back.
And that's an indisputable fact. We'll always be here for you, pal. Always. The same way you're here for us.
Right.
Sorry about that. If I could have given you a heads up, I would have.
It's fine. I'm the one who asked you to hire more staff for the festival. Thank you for delivering so quickly. Efficient as always, sir. You know what, though? Our little shop has grown by leaps and bounds. Back when my sister and I first arrived here, I never dreamed I'd be working with so many people, or that they'd be so wonderful.
Yeah. We've grown into something good. Dear Lady Eliaria Jamil, we held a party to better acquaint my staff with the troupe performing here for the festival, and it went off without a hitch. The big turnout made me realize how many people I have in my life that I consider friends. You're one of those dear friends, which is why I hope you'll make your own party-sized group of schoolmates at the academy. I know you're worried, but you've got this. Trust me. I'll be rooting for you, Elia. All right, guess this is goodbye.
Before you go, Elia, promise me you'll send a letter if anything happens, okay? Wait, just send me letters regardless. One a day if you want to.
Though this is quite endearing, you're worrying her.
And she doesn't need that. In fact, she's the one who's acting like an adult, at least right now.
Have a heart, Dad.
Finally, there's that gorgeous smile once again.
A sweet parting gift. Brilliantly done, my darling. You said all that just to make her smile.
Yes, that was the plan. Glad you caught on.
Was that honestly your plan?
Well, anyway, have a safe journey. Enjoy your new school.
Please do. We know you'll study hard, but try and have a little fun, too.
That's right. And though being the Duke's daughter has its perks, you might attract some unwanted attention, my dear. But I'm sure you'll handle it with ease.
Agreed. My lady is a remarkable judge of character, is she not? Which is why none of us have anything to worry about. I think she's become quite capable.
Get going while the day's young.
Okay then. Without further ado, I'm headed off to the academy.
Hughes, Camille, we're counting on you.
I'll do my best, just like Mr. Ryoma.
All right, class is now in session. Last time, as you'll recall, we learned all about the basics of magic. Were you able to feel the power inside of your body? That wondrous energy you possess? If the answer is no, today you'll be doing the same training we did in our previous session. If the answer is yes, you'll move on to the next step, which is controlling your magic and expelling it outwards.
It's only been 1 month since I arrived at the academy, and the boredom is already unbearable. Every lesson has been on fundamentals that I learned before coming here. And, of course, no one wants to associate with me because I'm the Duke's daughter. My title and magic power intimidate them.
Is something the matter, young lady?
I know you. Count Wilden's daughter, right?
You have a keen eye. I'm Michelle Wilden, just as you surmised. The Count's eldest daughter. Didn't realize that I was addressing Lady Jamil. If only my eyes were half as keen as yours are. Please pardon my rudeness.
You've done nothing rude. Our status and titles don't matter while we're on the school grounds. So if it's alright, may I please call you Miss Michelle?
Yes, my lady. I'd like that.
Still a tad too formal. How about you call me Elia from now on?
Alright, I could adjust to calling you Elia. May we speak a little more casually in general? Etiquette's taxing.
But of course, I much prefer speaking more naturally.
Then, back to what I asked before. Are you out here because something's the matter?
Not really. At least in terms of facing an actual issue, I guess. It's just, classes I'm taking are very tedious.
I know that feeling all too well. I basically pretend to pay attention during our lessons at this point. I also try to avoid getting involved with silly cliques, so I have hardly anyone to talk with between classes.
Oh wow, that's surprising. I'd have thought you were one of the Academy's more popular students.
Maybe when I first enrolled here. Some girls got the wrong idea because of the uniform I prefer wearing. Anyway, most lost interest when they realized I'm not that social.
So you spend your breaks here where you can be alone?
Sometimes. Today I'm doing an experiment.
Since it involves magic circles, you must be an alchemist.
I wish I could be good at something as cool as alchemy, but I'm studying a subject called magic circle science.
I've never heard of that. Can you explain it?
It's a minor field of study that branched off from alchemy, which researches why magic circles react the way they do. And as luck would have it, the only instructor who taught it at this academy quit last year, so I study it on my own time now.
You must like it.
Yes. I have to say, though, I was impressed you even knew what a magic circle was to begin with.
Why?
Most people don't. The misconceptions they have stop them from giving alchemy a chance. But you don't seem to share that narrow point of view.
Guess that's true.
I don't find alchemy distasteful either, so could you teach me what you know?
Sorry for misleading you, but I'm not an alchemist. I am good friends with one, though, so I know not every alchemist uses their craft for scamming people.
That's right, they don't. Now, back to my little experiment.
Would it bother you if I stuck around?
Not at all.
What's inside that bottle?
Ink with crushed non-elemental and fire crystals. It's the special mixture I have to use to draw my circles.
Adding magic crystals to the ink does something?
Depending on the type of crystal used, mine can start a fire, for instance. The ratio of the magic crystals and the design of the circle are what determine the strength of that fire, as well as how efficiently it can be controlled.
Very interesting. Why are you doing all of this research, though?
Because of what you just said. Everything about this subject is so interesting. And there's more to discover when a field lacks research, right?
Something tells me Miss Michelle and Mr. Ryoma would get along famously.
I'm not sure what kind of reaction this will generate, so stand back.
Right. Good idea.
All right, here goes. It's showtime. I didn't realize someone else was around. I'm sorry for alarming you.
Why do you apologize? I'm the one who just randomly waltzed in and interfered.
There is zero interference. You're Miss Miyabi, are you not? From our class?
You're new to the school too, right?
That's right. I was just trying to catch the Duke's daughter by herself because I have a message.
You have a message for me? Who is it from?
Well, thing is, that's why I'm trying to be discreet. Someone could overhear and start rumors since it's from a boy.
Miss Michelle won't tell, so please speak freely.
In that case, I ran into somebody. A young tamer named Ryoma.
Mr. Ryoma? Then are you from Gimo, or did you meet somewhere else?
We met in Linif, through my father. And when he learned that I'd be going to this school, he asked me to keep an eye out for somebody he knew. A girl named Eliaria.
Ah, I see. So then, what message did he send?
Good luck. Huh? That was about the extent of it. I think he just wanted me to check on you because he was worried.
Going doesn't bother me so much, but knowing I won't have any friends does. Because you see, if my family's status doesn't scare them off, my magical power is usually the cause. He could have said good luck in a letter. This was a setup for the two of us to meet. Thank you, Miss Miyabi. Message received loud and clear. And here's a thought. Since we have a mutual friend in Mr. Ryoma, why don't we take this opportunity to become friends as well?
You want to be my friend? But I'm just an ordinary commoner, though.
Status has nothing to do with friendships in my book. Besides, it would be sad to spend my days at the academy without a single friend.
Luckily, you won't have to.
If there's room for 3 in this group, I'd like to join.
The more the merrier, I say.
Hey, you know what we could do? Turn our group into a practical training team.
I've been concerned about forming a team for quite some time.
Me too, which is why I haven't joined any yet.
The existing teams are mostly based on status, all nobles or all commoners. And not a single one appealed to me, regardless of who was in them.
Glad we found each other. Now we won't be obligated to join up with people we might not get along with.
That would have been a nightmare.
Yeah. I was holding out because I wanted to find folks I liked being around, and here we are.
Whether it was luck or fate, I'm just happy that it brought us all together. This should be a fun group.
Yeah, for real.
Great, it's settled.
Indeed.
But teams are supposed to have 5 or 6 people, right?
So it's still possible we might get members we're incompatible with.
I wonder if we can find another student who doesn't care about the status of their teammates, like you two.
Actually, I can think of someone. Riella Clifford. She's the eldest daughter of Baron Clifford.
Cliffords, huh? I'm pretty sure they started out as a family of knights, then gained the status of nobles thanks to their accomplishments, I think.
Uh-huh. She can be a stickler for the rules and is very proud of herself. But she doesn't turn her nose up to others based on status, and gladly acknowledges talent when she sees it.
She sounds perfect for our team.
It's fair to say that I yield.
Riella!
Hey, Michelle. Who are your friends?
I'm glad you asked. We should talk.
All right. I'll join your team. In fact, I feel absolutely honored you even asked.
Happy to have you aboard.
Relieved, too.
Are you really sure, though? This isn't your only option. You have the best grades in swordsmanship out of our class. I know without a doubt lots of other people want you on their team.
I did receive an invite or two, but I refuse to team up with those who confuse the dignity of nobility with arrogant vanity.
Oh, I do too. Definitely a great fit.
It's nice to meet you.
The pleasure's mine.
We're only one person away from a full practical training team now. Do any of you have somebody in mind for our 5th candidate?
Yeah, but I'm not sure she's worth suggesting. We have to think smart. When it comes to combat training, Riella is the only one among us who can fight close range.
True. If we want a balanced team, it'd be great to have one more close-ranged ally.
Which isn't my candidate's strength. She's best as a scout or spy, so things like stealth and setting traps are her specialties. No fighting skills. Speaking of, there she is now.
Sitting alone?
Yep, name's Kanan. She's a commoner, and while she doesn't have a title to flaunt, her nimble fingers are worth mentioning. Wants to be a professional artisan.
Well, teammates, any thoughts?
I'll have no complaints so long as she has a good personality.
I agree with Miss Riella's sentiments.
Then I'll go see what she says.
I can't believe I got rejected again.
Hey, Kanan, got a minute to talk?
Wait, I know you. Miss Miyabi, right? What could you possibly want to talk about?
Team stuff. Practical training team stuff, to be more exact. You see, we really don't want our 5th member to be random, so...
You're asking me?
Yeah, that's right. So if you're game, could you spare a quick minute to discuss it with the other members?
Yes, I have nothing but minutes! Hi, my name's Kanan Schuzer, and it is very nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you as well,
Miss Kanan.
A Schuzer who's good at making crafts. That makes sense.
That's right. My family is the Schuzer family, the one famous for creating magic items, but I'm in no way trying to brag. As far as magic item crafting is concerned, I'm a failure. So please don't expect anything from me in that department.
Why do you say that?
Well, I specialize in enchanting magic, but I'm a little too specialized, you know?
Well, yes, that does make sense.
Huh?
I'm still confused. Do you mind spelling it out for me?
Sure. Long ago, enchanting magic was created by a person who had certain characteristics, and the only ones capable of wielding it are said to be descendants from that bloodline. That's it. The bloodline spread and changed over time. But every once in a while, someone is born with the exact traits that made the creator so unique.
And that someone is you?
Yes. If you're wondering why this is a dilemma, it's because enchanting magic is the only kind I'll ever be capable of using. I'm a chooser who can't make magic items on my own.
Let's see. In order to create a magic item, you need enchanting magic and a spell from another class of magic. Which means you'll always need someone else there to hold your hand.
Yeah.
Which means being compatible with others is like a must for you, isn't it?
Oh, it 100% is! I'm a total people person and thought I'd rub elbows with tons of potential partners at the academy! Until I actually got here, that is. Everybody brushes me off. I've learned not to even talk to most nobles. No one listens, so no one will work with me.
I'm sorry I asked. I wasn't trying to pry, just curious.
Thanks for trusting us with something you consider to be so secret.
Well, of course! You four want to decide whether or not this will even work. If I joined without coming clean, I'd just be tricking you.
Personally, I really appreciate that kind of honesty. I say yes.
Great, that makes two of us.
I think Miss Kanan will make a wonderful addition to our group.
I do believe that's unanimous.
No. You four have to be pulling my leg or something. I can't use offensive magic and I'm a complete novice with swords.
We all have our strengths and weaknesses.
And my strength is fighting, so I can protect you.
Then it's a done deal. Kanan is now our team's 5th and final member. Or maybe it's a real done deal when she actually agrees, so what do you say?
I say I'm absolutely in! Like, I almost can't believe it! I was turned down by so many teams till you came along! You have no clue how lost I was feeling! Thank you so much for accepting me!
Thanks for joining.
That makes 5.
Feels like a good little group.
This is gonna be fun.
Those two teamed up with nobles? A charity act that's bound to fail.
You'd think they'd at least whisper.
Well, we expected as much, didn't we?
It's asinine.
I honestly can't be mad if people find this surprising. I did too. I'm with 3 nobles, one of which is the Duke's daughter. Thought I was gonna die from shock.
Hey, just wondering, do any of you know how to set up a camp?
Can't really say that I do.
I'm clueless as well.
I've done it before, so we'll be okay.
Me too. Those family camping trips can pay off now.
Then we have 2 people with experience.
Makes me feel a lot better.
Plus, the rest of us are willing to learn.
All right. Oh, here comes the teacher now.
Thank you for being on time, everybody. Are you excited? Because the 2-night camping trip...
Our first training session, and we'll complete it together. Please say Enchanter Magician 5 times fast. Ready? We will be after the break.
Enchanter Magician, Enchanter Magician, Enchanter Magician, Enchanter Magician, Enchanter Magician. You aren't forbidden from interacting with other teams, but we do ask that each group be responsible for their own work. Understood?
Right!
12 is just such a pivotal age, wouldn't you agree? Especially when you're a noble. They've had servants wait on them hand and foot till now. This trip will challenge them in ways they never dreamed. Let's help them through.
Right.
This isn't how you pitch a tent.
Then ask someone who's done it before, because I haven't.
Well, neither have I.
Man, no dice, huh?
But there has to be a toilet.
There isn't a bathtub either.
What?
Good. Now pull.
Right. Should I get more?
No, think this'll be enough. Ready? Because here it goes.
Oh, I'm glad we practiced beforehand.
We've come a long way from our first attempt.
Hey, you clearly have time, so pitch our tent too.
Why? The teacher told us that we had to take care of our own team's needs. Last I checked, we aren't teammates.
But we can't do it, and you two can.
Well, then come better prepared for the next training session. What did you just say? You heard her!
I didn't think it would all go smoothly, but good gracious. There were quite a few scuffles, huh?
I'm worried about tomorrow.
Just forget about them.
Yes, that's a lot of not our problem. We have to wake up early.
Fair point. Good night.
Sleep tight, girls. See you in the morning.
What happened to her?
Their tent collapsed all of a sudden, and she got hurt.
Badly?
It's just a scratch that'll probably leave a bruise. She's okay.
Oh, scared me.
That hurts! We told you to build our tent, so it's really your fault. Her blood is on your stuck-up hands! You aren't gonna take any responsibility for putting up your tent the wrong way? Don't blame us for your mistakes. Shut your
through it, Riella.
Very well.
I'll tend to her wounded leg. A slime? As you can see, it isn't your ordinary slime, though. It's a very special one that has healing properties. A precious treasure from a dear friend.
Oh. Thank you so much for helping us out. Sorry for the way we acted.
That was a nice apology. You just gave it to the wrong people.
Sorry we blamed you. We were acting like jerks. Yeah, you were. But we forgive you. Thank you, ladies.
A good start to a beautiful day. So let's keep it going. That brilliant energy and teamwork. I think cooperation is the secret to success for this exercise. Let's stop bickering amongst ourselves and help each other out.
Seriously.
Yeah. Well said, Elia.
She's right.
Great. We'll start now.
Rejoice and consider the toilet issue solved.
Yay! Miss Miyabi was right. You are good with traps. She was also right about how nimble your fingers are.
I never built a trap like this one before today. Did you come up with this design yourself?
Not at all. I learned about these from a very clever friend.
Nicely done. Those mushrooms are edible.
So good! I'll help you carry it, okay?
Okay. That's sweet of you. They grew up so much so fast. Amazing. I think most kids are pretty eager to learn. An array of sunshine is always good for growth. Eliaria Jamil's team did an excellent job of providing that sunshine for everyone.
Wish we weren't leaving tomorrow. Too soon. This trip had me all kinds of anxious. But hanging out with the whole class wound up being really awesome. Go figure, huh?
I used to be the opposite of a social butterfly, but now I can make an effort to come out of my cocoon a little more.
Yeah. Since we're all here together, we might as well be making some new friends.
Making friends?
You're one of those dear friends, which is why I hope you'll make your own party-sized group of schoolmates at the academy. I know you're worried, but you've got this. Trust me.
Excuse me, Miss Eliaria. These are yours.
What a pretty bouquet. You picked them for me?
Yes, that's right. Because you helped me carry that bucket.
Thanks for such a lovely gift. Guess what, Mr. Ryoma? I actually managed to make some friends among my schoolmates.
That's great, Elia. It really is.
The flowers I got from one of those friends had berries mixed in with them. The healing and scavenger slimes you gave me think they're delicious. I hope your slimes enjoy them too.
Layout number 1 complete. You think we should change anything?
If we had a wider space just for the goods, we could show off the merchandise a little better.
Let's redesign it then.
If you please.
Yeah, looks good.
A festival calls for decorations. We want it to look fun.
They're all getting really into it, aren't they? The preparations are going so smoothly.
Yeah, I know. All the excitement and positivity in the room is contagious. Makes our job easy. Rehearsals for the Samurai Troop show are underway too. Are they using magic to make their swords shine? What a cool special effect!
Hey, how's it going, Ryoma? Huh? Guessing I caught you on your way home?
Yep, good guess, Mr. Worgen.
You got a moment?
Just one.
First, I want to thank you for taking that tunnel ant job. Thought you were planning to be a full-time merchant, so it was nice to see your face around our guild. And a little birdie told me you're trying to get your adventurer rank up.
That's right. I realize it's a goal that's gonna take me a minute, but I'm shooting for it.
Well, it's hard to put your focus on one thing when you're juggling so much, kid. Can't be a full-time adventurer when you got a business to run. But since you're still part-time, are you at all available for the next couple of days?
I actually am.
Perfect. Because there's a certain job I could use your help with. The actual task is gathering materials. But they're asking for a ton, so we need a space magic user to store them. A bonus perk for you is it involves hunting one of the monsters on your list.
Are you kidding me?
Course not. Klein wants tree and wood, so those are our targets.
Treants, huh? This'll be excellent practice for my trip to the Great Forest. Just tell me when we head out.
And that's it. Consider yourselves briefed.
Awesome. Every member of the party Mr. Worgen assembled is reliable.
Question. Do the client's demands not strike you as being a tad difficult? 300 of anything is a lot, but 300 treants is absurd, sir.
What's all of the wood gonna be used for anyway?
A sort of town renewal project, you could say.
Wait, it needs renewing?
Maybe not now, but what if Gimel's mines run out of ore one day? The town depends on that finite resource.
Most folks would lose work, then move out and move on.
The proposal to prevent something like that from happening is to build a new tourist attraction. It'll be an entirely new district with its own inns, taverns, and everything just outside the South Gate. And at the very center will be a fighting arena.
Sounds like fun! I'm already a big fan!
Yeah, and it also sounds like a ton of potential profit. Just think about it. There's the normal tourism revenue, then all the gambling on top of it.
That I get, but why does it have to be treants? Wouldn't regular wood serve the same purpose?
Architect's special request. Apparently the town got someone famous hired on, and they got a reputation for being bizarre. An arena made of tree and wood is this guy's vision, so, yeah.
It's not a bad building material, but tree and wood is typically used in crafting wands for magicians, so the architect certainly lives up to his bizarre reputation.
He does, but at least he puts his money where his eccentric mind is. Hey, Asagi, you take the lead.
I'd be honored.
Good. I brought in Ryoma so he'd have a place to store your haul. But he would also like some experience fighting treants.
I won't slow you down.
You're always scratching our backs, so it's about time we scratched yours, Ryoma. Exactly. No worries.
All right. You're adjourned. Go home and get some rest. Then be ready to head out tomorrow.
The last time I fought in a party was when we took out those goblins at the abandoned mines. It's been a while. My heart's racing.
I'm projecting that we'll reach the target forest by nightfall. We'll set up camp once we arrive, then start the hunt bright and early tomorrow morning.
If anyone's interested, I could go over a few tips and tricks for fighting treants right now.
Please.
They mainly attack by swinging their branches around, so be sure to pay extra attention to any movement coming from above. Their weakness is the face-like protrusion visible in the middle of the trunk. Damage this portion itself, or chop off the area below it to bring a treant to its end.
I do have one concern about this, Lapin. Is the face the only way to tell treants apart from other trees?
I sure hope not. They could easily get the jump on us if they're all turned around.
Unlike regular trees, treants possess magic, which means they're just as detectable as any other monster.
Ah, then this should go off without a hitch.
I'll have to keep my magic detection up at all times.
Perfection. Ooh, what are those things?
They're chairs.
See? Amusing!
And a table.
It folds up like laundry!
A clever way to free up space while still providing the comforts of home. I'm impressed that such furniture could be so light yet so sturdy.
Even before I got to Gimel, I knew I wanted to travel and see all of Sailfall, and now I can do it in comfort.
That's our little genius! We're so inferior to you!
Oh, it's nothing really. All I did was replicate the camping gear I wanted back in my previous world. Glad they like them as much as me.
Now, once we set foot in those woods, the Beaskin ladies and I will take down the treants. Laban and Ryoma will then transport the fallen ones to a secure location. Laban will also be our lookout, alerting us to treants and any other threats. Should it be necessary, Ryoma will attend to him and ensure he's covered. You'll join us in the fight once the situation stabilizes, Ryoma.
Okay, understood.
And hey, there's no need to stress yourself out.
Huh?
You've been like that all day. I noticed how intense your focus was in the carriage, too. This job is a tall order, yes, but we're here tackling it with you, so go at your own pace.
Thank you for the reassurance.
If you don't overthink it, I'm sure you'll be feline fine in no time, because you're just that cool a cat.
If there's one thing I know about you, it's how sharp you are. You might know more about treants than me once we're done.
And you've got us to protect you if you're worried you're not skilled enough. We'll take care of you just like we have in the past.
And if you get hurt, I'll be right there to heal you.
Thanks a lot. I couldn't do this without you. As much fun as I have working with my employees to run a good business, I'm also having just as much fun with these experienced adventurers. I'm learning all sorts of new things.
Is everyone ready to begin the hunt? Good. Let's go.
Huh, I believe I see one already. Look alive. Sense anything different about that thicker tree 10 meters away from us?
That one?
Indeed.
He's right. It looks like any other tree, but I definitely feel magic power radiating off it. Let me out!
One treant down.
Which means it's our turn.
Now, Dimension Home!
These one-hit sourpusses are nothing!
I sense a group of 3 somewhere up ahead.
Nicely done, Lapen. I'll take the one in the center. The other 2 are yours.
One final treant. It's the last I sense in this area, though. Ryoma, care to do the honors?
You bet. Yes, I can handle one treant, no sweat. That deserves a round of applause!
Something seems off to me, though. Treants are known to prefer dark places that are especially deep in the woods. It's rare to spot so many this close to the outskirts where the sun's shining brightly.
But at least we got off to a good start. So let's count our blessings for now and make our way back to camp for some lunch.
Mr. Lapen's not the only one. Something about this place feels off to me, too. Where are you, Yomya? Forget you saw that.
The slash attack you used earlier was great, Ryoma. I think you've proven that you can handle whatever treants we miss when we go hunting again.
I appreciate it.
That said, don't overdo it. Your top priority should be keeping Lapen and yourself safe from danger.
Right. Believe in the cat that believes in you! About your sword. It's actually one of your metal slimes in disguise, right? Almost. The scabbard is a metal slime, while the blade is an iron slime, which is a little different.
Well done. I recall you asking about buying katanas. I guess you solved that issue yourself, huh?
I'm constantly in awe of your ability to expand the boundaries of what slimes can do.
Hey, what's that floaty thing?
Yet another slime.
It is?
A fluff slime, to be specific. As you can see, they have the gift of flight.
I've never even heard of these. A slime that can fly? Mr. Lapen, how are those types caught?
With the utmost ease, of course. Pick up.
Whoa!
A simple form of space magic that transports a target closer to the caster. Though it only works if said target is in your line of sight. And aiming can also be difficult, to say the least. So not many use it. It does, however, have the unique benefit of capturing without causing harm.
That allure's worth it.
Here you go. This fluffy guy is yours. It's only right, don't you think? After all, you're the slime specialist.
Thank you, Mr. Lapen. Contract complete. Monster appraisal. It says its skills are flight and light and weight. Multiplication level 8. You light and weight, little fella? Wow. No wonder, since you're almost weightless yourself, huh?
Its weight isn't completely zero, but it comes remarkably close, as you can tell. You're also feeling the flight skill at work.
Now I'm more eager to get this job done quickly. Can't wait to get home and figure out a way to put its skills to good use. Ryomia's love of slimes is the size of a mountain. I could listen to that happy boy all day.
Sometimes I forget that he's only 11, and then he gets a new slime.
We should probably get back to hunting those treants. No way. You feel that?
It's quite the disturbing turn of events.
I'll say.
That area had nothing but normal trees when we entered this forest a moment ago. Judging from the magical power that I'm sensing, it feels like more than half are treants now.
The way you said that tells me it's bad.
They're appearing too quickly and in large droves, so if I had to take a guess, I'd hypothesize a dangerous evolved species is close by.
We can't return with just a fraction of the lumber. Continue, but please proceed with caution. I'd like to investigate even if it turns out to be something we can't handle.
Compared to us, individual treants are as flimsy as grass. But we won't get injured as long as we all stay sharp.
All right, let's go cut down some trees.
The only danger is passing out from exhaustion. There's no end to them, is there?
Healing! Thank you for looking out for us.
Yes, nice one. Stay where you are. We need your help on the offensive, Ryoma. Lathan, provide support.
I'll do all that I can.
Everyone did an outstanding job of clearing this area. However, the grove just ahead is equally dense. And of course, I mean with treants, not trees.
We've come too far to stop Meow.
You sure you have the stamina? There's no shame in retreat, everyone.
We're well aware, thanks.
We'll retreat when we need to. Safety first.
At this rate, we're gonna wear ourselves out in a matter of minutes.
Wait, Ryoma, are you throwing in the towel?
Nope, I'm picking things up. Maximize, guys, and separate, too. I came up with this method a while back. Throwing weapons is great, but running out of them is not. I won't have that problem if my ammunition wiggles its way back to me, though. Ryoma, you're so awesome!
He's like a one-man army. Let's cover him while he takes out the treants.
I knew it. Although, I didn't expect it to be this strong.
That's a whole mess of magic.
It's an elder treant. I've encountered a few before. None so large or imbued with such an astounding amount of magical energy.
If we don't do something now, we could turn the whole forest into treants.
Asaki said it best before. Even if we can't handle it, we should get info, yeah?
Lathan, Ryoma, good to go?
I have plenty of magic left.
Yeah, same. Believe it or not, I've hardly used any up till now.
Oh, I certainly believe it. Spared yourself from casting several spells by turning your slimes into throwing axes. It's decided then. Let's take out the Elder Treant.
My metal slimes are scared for some reason.
Ah, yes, a commendable choice. Creatures shaking in fear shouldn't ever be forced to fight.
Right. What were they all so afraid of, though?
Stay calm, everyone. They are capable of walking, but their movements are slow. It's the Elder Treant's roots.
Then I'll use pavement. That'll keep its roots at bay for a minute or two.
Lathan and Ryoma, stay there and provide us with cover. Act as their guardian, Celia. The remainder of us will charge them head on.
What the heck was that?
That was dark magic. It can corrode metal weapons and turn them into piles of rust with just one attack.
How can we fight something that disintegrates our blades with its breath?
I see. That's what my slimes were afraid of. Wait, in that case, let's maximize. Now separate. Just as I thought. It's not effective against pure iron. Do me a favor, guys. Buy me like 5 seconds of time, okay? Catch! It's so shiny!
Give him the backup that he needs.
Good. It's in range.
treants. You were given a chance to take down an elder treant.
Yeah, don't often get to fight battles like this one. Thanks for allowing me to deal the finishing blow.
Allowed is one way to put it. For the record, I asked you to do it because I trusted that you could. That's why I decided I would cover you at the end.
Out of trust? Really?
I'm fairly certain we all have that kind of faith in you.
Everywhere I turn these days, I'm surrounded by amazing people. Best of all, I trust them, and they trust me. Without further ado, your mountain vegetable tempura. Who knew mountain veggies could be cooked in such a tasty way? Now you do it.
Not that I was keeping count while we were fighting, but we definitely met our quota.
Indeed. And I'm still reeling from the fact a black market dealer was buried under that elder treant.
I'm trying to eat here. Don't bring up that nasty skeleton at the dinner table.
Sorry. I thought it relevant since the magic crystals buried with him are what granted the elder treant its power. It's a very important discovery.
How can you gab about that when we have miso soup this good to fill our mouths? Oh, it tastes like home.
I was able to buy some soy sauce and miso in Lena.
Lena carries such delights. Magnificent.
You sure are crying a lot. Just an emotional eater?
I'm having a moment over here. I feel so incredibly lucky.
Oh, miso for a bowl of soup?
I'm glad I snagged those ingredients from Mr. Piotto. Funny how food has the power to forge such wonderful bonds and memories. I hope I can make even more at Keemel's founding festival.
We're already back in town now!
I wonder how preparations for the Foundation Festival are going.
Ryoma,
Yes?
you must be worried about your shop, so why don't we drop you off there before the rest of us report to the guild? We should be able to manage without you.
That won't do. Think about it for a second. My dimension home has all the treant wood we gathered.
I have a dimension home too, remember? Simply transfer your spoils to mine.
Are you sure?
You fellas are positively sweet! Just say thanks when people are thoughtful like that.
Just say thanks? I guess I could. Well, in that case, thank you both. I accept your offers.
Perfect. I owed you anyway. You've shared miso and soy sauce with me, and even let me know where I can stock up on more.
Bye, everyone. You guys were great.
See you around, kitten! And I'll for sure visit your stall at the festival.
Okay, looking forward to it. It's finished. We're pretty darn close.
Welcome back, manager.
Thank you. It's good to be home.
Huh? Whoa!
Just look at him over there. He's speechless.
You sound like you built it alone, Beck.
That's the stage? There?
Yes, I was surprised as well. The Simroid troupe is comprised of many skilled construction workers, apparently. They built all of that in 2 days' time.
Only 2 days? That's right. I saw. It was just like magic.
Oh, that is really amazing.
And they didn't just build the stage. Despite their workload, they also helped build our stall.
No, they pitched in for our stall?
Well, of course we did. Folks are in for a treat, enjoying our show while also enjoying a delicious array of victuals. Every guest that pays us a visit will be treated to 2 feasts, one for their stomachs as well as one for their eyes. And besides, one good turn's always deserving of another. You helped us, so we helped you, comrade.
Can't argue that logic.
Now, enough talk! There's work to be done. Apply the last few finishing touches and achieve beauty that's worthy of this festival!
Right. What's all the commotion? Oh, never mind. It's because the manager has returned.
And what a surprise to return to. I wasn't expecting you guys to have made so much progress.
Well, about that.
What?
There's, one final decision that is yet to be made.
Huh? You don't know what drinks to serve?
No.
We've all been trying to figure out the menu items ever since Mr. Dulce and the others started the physical construction of our stall. Been hung up on the drinks since day one, but picking the food was easy as pie.
Sorry, boss. Not sure I understand the indecision. Can you explain?
Indeed. As Miss Jane stated, deciding on the food was the simple part. There's Gilmore cuisine, a few semi-saw pastries, and some dishes with Dante seeds. For drinks, we have water and juice. We didn't give them much thought since we were so focused on food. And then, Miss Li Ling recommended we add some more unique beverages to the menu as well. Thus our dilemma.
I got you now.
Oh, I'm starting to regret my idea. We all had everything settled, too.
No, your opinion is valuable. Don't ever feel like you can't voice your thoughts.
Anyway, we don't have a lot on hand in terms of drinks. Then we remembered the Dante tea that you're so fond of, Manager. Could we serve it?
My tea? I'm sorry, but no. That's gonna have to stay my little secret, I think. If we had more time, it'd be okay, but there's no way I can get enough ingredients now.
It is quite rare. Staying stocked up on it must be tough, but its rarity is what made us think it'd be great for our stall.
A rare tea with accessible ingredients. Surely there's something. Think, Ryoma.
That's tea? What kind, though?
It's whole grain tea. Tastes great, and it's freshly brewed from the grains Miss Jane's hometown sent to our shop, so we have plenty of ingredients.
What? I didn't know you could make tea out of those grains.
Yep. Just have to roast and boil them a little bit. And a lot like Dante tea, this one's chock full of health benefits, too. It's also excellent on hot days. So please, grab a cup and try for yourself.
I've never had a tea quite like this before. Has an earthy bitterness that's so savory. And washing our warm dishes down with something cool would be lovely.
Plus, it meets the rarity factor that you all had your hearts set on. Another bonus is how easy it is to make. So, would you like to add this to the menu?
What do you think, everyone? That's unanimous. All right, thank you for your idea. Now we have our special drink, meaning our Foundation Festival menu is finally done.
Uh-huh. With our choices out of the way, focus on production and polish. Almost showtime for everyone, so before the proverbial curtain rises, let's ensure that we give it our all.
Right!
Manager! Coming!
Mr. Ryoma!
Yeah? So you want me to make you an ice sculpture?
Yes! It would set the mood perfectly for this dream show of mine. And then, as fate would have it, I was informed that you are quite the sculptor. Will you help me out? Your skills could birth my idea.
Sure, I'll try at least. You know what you want me to sculpt, or?
Aha! Of course, you two would be center stage.
Were you looking for us?
Hope nothing's gone awry.
No, on the contrary, there's something wonderful I'd like you two to see.
It's finished?
Uh-huh. Tons of beauties like this one are ready for the festival. Mr. Denome's whole delivery just arrived today.
Splendid! Spectacular, even! These tiny contraptions now contain the tones of our troupe! Isn't it grand?
Yeah, it sure is. Mr. Serge, may we hear how it sounds, please?
Sure. Why, that's the best part. Oh, to think something so divine was built by human hands.
Indeed, our crew's brilliance leaves me breathless. Yet beholding this display breathes new life into me all the same. Love and dedication is what built that stage. Let our efforts be enhanced. Give the performances of your lives up there.
Yes, sir! I guess this is what happens when everyone works hard. Makes people want to do that work justice.
Yes, I'm so excited for the festival that I doubt I'll get a wink of sleep tonight.
Yeah, me too. I promise I wasn't yawning out of boredom or anything.
No one would suspect that. Not when you jump straight from hunting down tree ants to spending an entire day prepping for a festival. So please, take off tomorrow and get some overdue rest. Leave the preparations to us.
Slack all day? Just me? But everyone else has been busy too.
Your health should always come before your work, sir. So it would be best if you use tomorrow to recover. Then you'll be raring to go once the festival actually arrives.
He does have a point.
Yeah, okay. Tomorrow I'm officially taking the whole day off.
Hey, everyone! You've all earned a nice, hot, and delicious dinner, so come and get it!
Thanks, Miss Jane. So this is what a level 8 multiplication skill can do. Wait, hold on. Is that from the Dragoons Guild in Lena? And there's Mr. Piotto.
I'm not that yet, so bring on the grub. I'm talking here.
Bow to your right is Carla. Bow to your left is Callum. Got it?
I just knew it! Mr. Piotto!
Well, look who it is. It's been a while, huh, Ryoma?
Yeah.
But why are you all the way out here? Taking a walk?
Thought your monster was from the Dragoons Guild. Then I saw you riding it and knew I was right.
Your eyes must be really good. We were pretty high up. Ryoma, today is a work day. And Carla said you're hosting a festival stall. No time to chase flying beasts.
True. Except I'm under orders to take the full day off. We finished setting up the stall yesterday. Enough about me. What are you doing here in Gimel?
Got an urgent purchase from out of nowhere. Said they wanted it delivered to Gimel today, no matter what.
Must be really important.
Right? I bet it's got something to do with the festival. But who knows? The merch they asked for is really rare stuff, so it's hard to say what they could be using it for.
Your curiosity got the better of you, didn't it?
Well, I was already planning on attending the festival. It worked out. I just got here a little early.
Fancy meeting you here.
Hey, Mr. Asagi.
Hang on, you know one another?
Yeah, he's a veteran adventurer. We recently did a job together. Wait, you're the one who put in that rush order?
Yeah, fresh food from Dragon Newt Village. Plentiful miso, soy sauce, and white rice. Thanks to Ryoma, I knew it was top quality. Placed my order without delay.
What a pleasant surprise. Got some free advertising out of feeding you, huh?
Uh-huh, guess you did. Just never expected he'd buy some so soon. Why, though? Did you use up the shares I gave you already?
No, but something rather unexpected happened.
Like what?
I would explain, but I'm under a time crunch here, so I really must be on my way. If you're that curious, you can come. Mia, I doubt he finds your embrace very comforting. He's here for a story, not hugs.
So, you came just to hear Asagi spin a yarn? Oh, and how'd you come to meet this tomcat?
Well, took you long enough to notice.
This is Mr. Piotto of the Leneth Merchants. He came to personally deliver my Dragon Newt Village order. Very thoughtful.
We were curious about Mr. Asagi's plans for his goods, so we came to find out. Miss Mia, that's the framework for a festival stall, isn't it? You have a great eye! Guess the cat's out of the bag.
It's as you deduced, Ryoma. We had a last-minute idea to open a stall for the Foundation Festival.
Huh. You're an interesting duo. Asagi! I am begging! Make me that mouth-watering food!
Can you specify, please? What kind?
You know! The crunchy stuff Ryoma cooked for us after we kicked the tree at Sorry Tales! The veggies that brought you to tears, remember, Meow?
Ah, okay. You mean tempura, right?
Tempura! If you make me some more of that deliciousness, I'll be the most grateful smitten kitten!
It's not that I mind. But why me? Ryoma was the one who cooked it for you.
I went to see him first, but it looked like he had his hands tied with festival shenanigans. I didn't want to be a nuisance.
I see. Then you realized I know how to cook tempura too.
You guessed it! I also figured that you'd have nothing better to do!
You what? It doesn't matter. My stomach was growling, so I was about to whip something up anyway. Don't have mountain vegetables on hand, so I substituted in some regular ones. And I also made some white rice and miso soup as side dishes.
You're the cat's pajamas, Asagi!
Did I get it right? There should be a slight difference in the taste you recall since I use my village's secret techniques. I would describe the flavor as...
It's too good to be true! Ryomia's version was possum, but you turned some ordinary veggies into extraordinary veggies! I just can't believe it! How is this possible? Asagi!
There's something you'd like to share?
Share being the operative word, because we have to share this goodness with everybody! Hey, we should sell this dish at the festival!
Sure. That's when I place my order.
His tempura will make the townsfolk grin like cats that caught canaries! Plus, it'll add some flavor to the festival. Is it that good? May we try it?
Oh, wow. Everything the young lady told us was true. That's a whole lot of yum. You have to try this.
Okay, here goes. Holy smokes! That sure is delicious, all right. The breading couldn't be more perfect, and the flavor of the vegetables is so pronounced.
Yes, well, I've actually practiced quite a bit since Mia and I decided to open our own festival stall. Perhaps my craft has improved a tad.
Oh man, your stand is gonna be amazing. These things will definitely sell it. Now, Ryomia, there's more to it. More?
That's correct. Tempura won't be the only thing our stall sells. We intend to add white rice and miso soup to the menu as well.
White rice and miso soup? I mean, they're delicious. But for a big festival?
I understand your concern. People do prefer walking while they eat at such events. But still...
There is a meow bit to our madness. Tempura tastes even better with the white rice and soup.
It's a fact I can't deny. And the whole point is to allow the townsfolk to enjoy something delicious, compromising taste to suit other expectations. That's never been my way, and it never will be.
All right, then. Could we serve the sides in a different way? Adorable! Look at them!
This is a remarkable idea.
What are they called?
These are tenmusu. Same great taste, but you can eat them on the go.
I've heard of rice balls, but I've never put anything apart from pickled plums inside them.
In my professional opinion, these'll sell.
Thanks for your expertise, Ryomia.
You have my thanks as well.
Happy to be of help. The festival will be even better now. Bye for meow! Be safe getting home! Stopping by your stall is still a top priority! Try and make time to cut by ours too!
Tenmusu. What a great concept. Mind if I also sell them at my store? Like they said, gotta share the goodness.
I don't mind one bit. Stuffing them with things like fried meats and fish would taste good too.
That does sound good. I can almost taste it. Have to try it for real once I'm back in Lenif. Well, it's been fun. Always is. I'll stop by your place for more fun tomorrow.
Alrighty, we'll be waiting. Come hungry, because if there's one thing we have, it's unique cuisine.
Yeah, I like unique. See you around.
I hope so.
How's our boy Ryoma doing?
He's as awesome as ever. Take a look.
Oh, that smile's almost as big as he is.
I know.
You seem exceptionally upbeat, Kufo.
You're acting pretty exceptional yourself. How long has it been since you ventured out of your realm, huh?
I'm intrigued by all of Ryoma's slime research. It could lead to some rather advantageous effects on the magical properties of Sailfall one day.
Oh.
I take it that your cheerful demeanor is also a result of that boy?
Yeah, if Ryoma's having fun, I am too.
His happiness makes you happy?
That goes without saying. We invite people to our world so they get another chance to live a fulfilling life. Of course, I love it when they actually do.
No further queries.
Keep enjoying your life to the max, Ryoma. Surrounded by the people who make it all worthwhile.
Everyone, let's do our best come tomorrow. Yeah! Elia, it's finally here. Once the sun rises, it's festival time. This is great. The Foundation Festival's finally here. Happy Festival Day. Love your stall's theme.
Thanks, Ryoma.
How you doing? Ready to kick things off? We're for sure ready.
It's exciting to think that in mere moments we'll be the cause of people's smiles.
Well, just hearing that makes me smile. Aren't you sweet?
May your day be as exceptional as you are.
Likewise. Wait, that music.
You're too kind. We, the Simroid Troupe, will be performing that very piece on stage tonight. And if you enjoyed it so much you wish you could listen to it whenever you might, then today's your lucky day. For this music box plays it note for note. Take the sounds of the Simroid Troupe everywhere you go.
Hi, Mr. Serge. Morning going well?
Yes, indeed. Very well. People already love your music box.
It helps to have awesome advertising. I'm really indebted to the Simroid Troupe.
And back at Caliban, Denome's workshop is mass-producing even more. I spoke with Master Denome, and we agreed to widen the sales network soon. Memories are being made today. Those little souvenirs, preserve them all the better.
That's true. Words can't describe how happy I feel. The crowd's already huge!
I can take whoever's next.
Stir fry, please enjoy.
I'd like one slice of pastry and that green tea.
Most excellent
Next
selection.
customer right this way.
Here, order up.
Much obliged. Here you are, ma'am.
Mr. Dulce?
Is something the matter, sir?
The lines are kinda long. Will you come help manage them, please?
Certainly. Business must be going well.
Yep, people are enjoying our unique options as much as we'd hoped.
Sensational news. Just leave the traffic to me.
Appreciate all the help.
Hey, boss. Could you ask Miss Selma for some more stir fry when you get a second, please? We're also running low on grain tea. Will you let Fina know?
Sure, I've got you.
Gosh, I'm good. I'm coming through.
My bad, sorry.
We're too busy for accidents.
Could you cook up some more stir fry, Miss Selma? They're almost out.
I had a feeling it'd sell fast, so I'm already working on it.
Thanks a lot for planning ahead. Oh, we're also low on tea. Could you brew another pot or two, Miss Vina?
I certainly can. Manager, look at this thing go. It shreds veggies and the work time.
Glad to see this tool is working so well for you. And to think it's really made of slimes. Speaking of slimes. Hey, guys! If you're hungry, Razor's Farm!
Surprised you find time to breathe, kid.
Mr. Worgen.
Even got Beck working his tail off.
We're all working hard because we're glad we got hired. Doing a great job just shows it.
They really have been a big help. Assisted with the prep before the festival, too. No. They've been working non-stop. They haven't had a single chance to enjoy the festival yet. Since you're here, Mr. Worgen, could you please show back in the other kids around the festival?
Guess I don't see why not.
You hit your head or something? We can't just abandon our post with a never-ending crowd of customers swarming our stall.
You could if we picked up the slack, right?
No way! What are you guys doing here?
Callum said you might need a hand. We're at your service, sir. We recently hired some people, so rest assured the Lenna shop is fully staffed right now. The rookies all took to their positions like cleaning slimes to grime.
That's wonderful. You all coming to help is wonderful, too. Seriously, thanks. Everyone working the stall is guaranteed a break.
Would you like a green tea?
All natural ingredients.
Excellent point. You can afford a break as well.
I was off yesterday.
Please, just listen, sir. You're a citizen of Gimul, too. Go enjoy its biggest event.
Right. Thanks for always looking out. But before break time, I have one more thing to do.
Grandeur incarnate!
I'll say. Oh, but aren't you chilly? My barrier combined with my ice magic keeps this place freezing.
I'm overwhelmed by your sculpture's elegance, so its beauty makes the cold wholly unnoticeable. Alas, my mouth can't contain my heart. I'll perform my very best to equal the radiance of this stunning work of art.
Great. Really looking forward to it.
If you're here, I take it you finished your last chore?
Uh-huh.
Good. That means it's break time for you, sir.
Mr. Ryoma! Hello yet again.
Hey, you and Mr. Kyoto having a good time?
We would have a better time if you joined us for a chat.
Sure, I'm actually free right now.
This green tea is tremendously popular.
Causing quite a stir in tea terms.
Yeah, the entire team's upselling it when they can.
It's very nice. Wow, that aroma. It's just so unique compared to the scent of other teas and herbs.
I'm really flattered you're so fond of this stuff, Mr. Serge.
Care to share where you got the grains for it?
They all came from the hometown of a few of my employees. They had a whole bunch left over this season.
There's more!
So merchants actually want the grains from our village?
Yes. They want to try and create a proper business using grain-based teas as their starter products.
Are you pulling our legs?
Nope. Look at how well the grain tea's been selling at our stall. With Mr. Serge and Mr. Kyoto supporting this venture, I know it'll be a success. How could it be anything less, right?
Oh, wow. That'd make our entire hometown's day or year. We can't thank you enough.
No need for thanks. I didn't do anything, but we can work out all the details another day.
Sure, but we really should thank you.
Once their village starts making a profit, the younger residents won't be forced to find work so far away. At least I hope so.
Manager? It's time to take that break we've been talking about.
Oh, right. Break's starting now.
I side with Miss Carla. You can't properly enjoy the festival if you're working the whole time.
True. Plus, I'd be a hypocrite. Have to practice what I preach to all my employees.
Thanks for waiting. Tasties are served.
There's no beating my tenmusu and miso soup.
Can't wait to dig in. It's even better than the last time.
Some improvements have been made since your previous sample.
They're really popular among the townsfolk. Wow, I see why. Gotta tell my employees about this. Almost feels like a crime not to. Poor little guy's lost, huh? Peekaboo, I see you. You really blew up, didn't you? I'll finally see Mr. Ryoma. I'll send more letters. These segments should be longer. Do you remember where you last saw your mom? Do you know where you live?
He could be from out of town.
I know I haven't seen him around here. Neither have I.
Lots of visitors thanks to the festival, so that's probably it.
Do you think maybe we should take him to the town guards? I'm sure his Meowther is looking for him too.
Look at that. He's taken a liking to you.
Huh? Let's go find your mom, okay? I think I can handle this on my own. We're counting on you. I'm Ryoma Takebayashi. What's your name? Theo? Well, Theo, did you come to the festival with your mom? Yeah. Is this your first festival ever? Uh-huh. This is my first one, too. Really? Yep. I lived somewhere else for a long time. Where? A place far away. Very far. A place called Earth, where I worked for an exploitative company in Japan. Where I died, and by the grace of the gods was reincarnated here, in Sailfall. Then I met Elia and the rest of her wonderful family. I left the comfort of my cave and traveled with them. Then came to the mining town of Gimel, where I started up Bamboo Forest Laundry Service. I've come quite a ways now that I think about it. Oh, just lost in thought.
What you doing with the kid?
What? I'm helping him find his mom. Figured taking him to the guard's office would be the safest bet.
Don't let this old lady keep you. You've really established yourself as a true citizen of Gimel.
Do you think so?
I do. But I'm also curious how town life compares to the way you lived when you were in the woods.
I don't know if one's better than the other. The forest definitely had its perks.
Judging from your expression, I'd say it's fine.
Yeah, I guess it is. But life in Gimel isn't bad either.
Theo, I was worried sick.
Mommy!
Thanks so much for bringing my little boy back to me.
Welcome. See you, Theo. Bye-bye. Bye-bye! Yeah, fair to say, life here isn't bad at all.
The beast that tormented the people lies vanquished before me. It will live among us and follow a new path now and forevermore. Come, rejoice one and all. Let us celebrate this day.
Smells good. But what exactly do you call this dish?
Fried noodles. What's neat about it is it can be flavored a couple ways, but I kept it simple and just used salt this time.
It looks very appetizing. I'll have to cook it for lunch one of these days.
Make it a day that I'm around. This should be enough for the after party, right? How much more can people eat?
Manager? I haven't seen a single Simroid troop member since the end of the show.
Well, maybe the cleanup took a little longer than they thought. I'll go and check the stage. What are they doing?
Ryoma!
Your troop's amazing.
That really what you came to tell us?
The after party starts soon, and I want to make sure you're all there. But what's with the statue?
This?
Is it divine or something?
Quite the rare sight, huh? It's a statue of Manoiloa.
Manoiloa. Ah. I remember that name from one of the myths. I haven't met them yet, but they're definitely a god of this world, right up there with Gain and the others. I think that's the god of wind, right?
Yes, indeed. A glorious deity that watches over us through both gentle and powerful winds that sweep across Sailfall. They also just so happen to be a god of travels and the creative arts. Which is why Manoiloa is often worshipped by traveling artists from all walks of life.
So we were dressing up the statue a little bit more.
What for?
Well, when we experience anything that's memorable, we buy a piece of cloth in whatever town the memorable thing happened in. We have to travel light because we're on the road so much, but we can afford a piece of fabric to express our thanks to the god for blessing us with great experiences and encounters.
And we aren't the only ones. It's a tradition all traveling entertainers have. Couldn't tell you where it originated from, though.
Memories. From travels.
Listen up, everyone. The manager has a few words before we begin.
All right, sir. The floor is yours.
Okay. Thanks for your hard work. Each of you made the festival a success, so cheers to you.
Cheers!
It's delicious.
Thanks a lot, man. Today was so fun. We bought tons of goodies with the money we made working your stall. You took care of us. You and your nifty slimes. Did you enjoy it too? You had better say yes.
Well, had to help a kid find his mom, but after that I got to have a little fun.
Just as you should.
By the way, thank you for helping us out today. Right when I got in a fix, you showed up and solved it.
I'm actually rather happy we came as well. It kind of rejuvenated me in a way. And while I haven't been away from this town that long, I did feel a little nostalgic once we were back here.
Ryoma?
Yes, Miss Maya?
You want to dance? We could wrap up the night with a quick show.
Do it! Do it!
A spectacular finale, yes?
Well, if I must.
It's just for fun. No pressure.
Right. Gonna relax and enjoy. Today was some day. I'll engrave it in my memory forever. More green tea?
It's just that good. Your dance and music were wonderful, by the way.
It's nice of you to say that. So I kind of have a tiny request.
Huh?
The Foundation Festival became a day that I won't soon forget. To commemorate such an extraordinary time in my life, I asked Mr. Serge to have 2 special music boxes made. One of which is included with this letter. It sounds beautiful. I am so glad I came to Gimel. I found a place I can call home, a place I belong. And I vow to continue serving this community however I can, whenever I can, to the best of my ability. Good for you. Just reading that makes me want to improve and push myself harder. So when the 2 of us reunite, you'll see with your own eyes how far I've come. Elia, let's go! Okay.
Good morning.
Same to you, sir. Nice weather, huh? Real nice. Let's do our best, just like always. Morning, everyone.
Good morning. Nice to see you, boss.